I meant to turn this off earlier. Hello, Cliff. Good evening. Hope things are going well. Thinking about what I plan today. I'm not 100% certain how long. Actually, I should probably lower this a little bit. I'm not 100% certain how long the demo is going to be. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how many times I'm going to scream. Maybe there won't be very scary. I'm not 100% certain. I remember playing through the demo for regular Sucker for Love, and I don't really remember a whole lot about it. I probably should have looked at the video for that first. But I am prepared for screaming a little bit. A little prepared in terms of I made sure that if I can't exactly weigh the difference between like a fake scream and an actual scream. So I scream into the microphone, but it's kind of a case of, is that really how I scream when it's unprompted? I'm not certain. So it hopefully will sound okay and not like really messed up, because previous mic settings were great for regular recording, but when I screamed, it sounded really bad. It didn't sound like what I actually sound like. Yeah, that's the thing. My limit for scary things is very low. So, and I added something new that might also cause some issues. Although I ended up going into a deeper rabbit hole than I really imagined with that particular that. Oh, I meant to do something in here for that too. Oh wait, that was the wrong room. You just turned out my lights. Thank you. I ended up looking into the developer API and like, can I do what I really want to do? And the answer was, I don't want to build an app. I don't want to build an app specifically for this. So kind of out of luck. I meant to actually have it trigger as well a darkening of the screen. Not like a full darkening, but a bit of a darkening, but I didn't get that done. But at least you can try to jump scare me a little bit more. You can try and time it. I don't remember. I used to have it set so that if you donated a single bit, because this is when I was first trying it out, I didn't announce or anything, but like if you donated a single bit, it would turn out my lights. I remember that scaring me because I had completely forgotten about it, and it doesn't happen very often. It is not set to do that anymore, though. Not for one bit. Right. So for this, there's actually like a little bit of an intro video. So I was going to swap to... Oh, right. I tried to update the stream information, and it wouldn't let me put in Sucker for Love Date to Die For in the title. It's kind of it's the name of the game. Like, what word is triggering it exactly? So I tried to just make it Sucker for Love. It still wouldn't let that through. I'm not certain why. That's why I was a little, like, a minute or two late today, because I was trying to figure out how to update the stream info without getting caught by whatever system is in place. I should say it updated some of the information, but not all of it, which was really weird. Okay, so let me pop the game up, and hopefully in here it will come up automatically once this is done. And hopefully the audio is also okay too, in terms of the setup. Hello, Hayden. Good morning. Good evening.
Dread XP. Positively spooky. Sucker for love. Date to die.
The category still exists? Oh yeah, I didn't want to put it into Sucker for Love, A Date to Die For, because I thought that might be too specific. And also this is a demo, so like put it in demo and just put the title in the game title in the stream title, but that didn't work, so a little limited there. Okay, I'm gonna full screen. I don't remember if for some category. Okay, I actually have to hold on. Let me just do a real quick check. Wow, actually the tracking is really good even with the lights off. But I have to turn the lights. Well, I should turn the lights back on. So yeah, demo mode. And I have played through the first one on screen, on stream. It's kind of a, is it supposed to be glitchy like this? I can only assume so. How is the volume? Actually, I'm gonna turn up a little bit more. This should hopefully be fine. On stream with screams.
The 1,000 versus the 1.
Right, one more thing. Oh, I have to click.
Eldritch
I have to click.
gods, cosmic horrors, things beyond our understanding. To merely gaze upon their form is to abandon all hope. They are sequestered to the stars, appearing only through challenging, failure-prone rituals and unutterable incantations. Their twisted, fanatical followers require no such invitation to commit horrors beyond belief in their stead. It is
As we've
then when
learned.
the boogeyman lurking in the shadows isn't an obscure, imperceptible shade, but a tangible madman.
Actually, I'm gonna take this chance to. I'm playing a demo. Sucker for Love. I'm actually also going to pour myself a glass of wine, except I just in case. I didn't want to make it into glass because I don't. If I'm going to have to drop something from Fright, I don't want to clean up glass as well as wine. So this might sound really weird because of what I'm pouring it into. Oh god, this is awful. This was kind of a horrific idea, but it's working right now. I'm gonna put the cork back in. Where's the... Okay, there's the cork. There's the cork. Okay, cork's back in, safe. It's a 2017, let's see, what was it? It's a red, at least. It's a red. It's a blended red, I'm pretty certain. Yep, this is the demo for the second Sucker for Love. So I believe it's a new protagonist. But it could be, I mean, like... I would say how can you add a new... How could you not add a new protagonist, I suppose? Can I just spacebar this?
The vague prognostications of the stars become empty threats before the undeniably material. The simple
Don't-
hatchet in their hands.
Pretty much, right now.
Did something scary happen?
Oh! We're a cute girl?
In the book you're reading, did something scary happen? You're as pale as a sheet.
Not good to pour alcohol on plastic? That might be fair, but I'm going to say it is too late. It is too late. It has been done. I have to say, I don't normally have plastic glasses, which was actually a problem in this case. All I have are, I guess, ceramic and glass. So this is... This one didn't, the first didn't have any, just because it didn't have jump scares, didn't mean I didn't scream and get really nervous. So I panicked a lot in the first one.
Oh,
It's all very animes, 80, well, I shouldn't say 80s. It's not really super 80s. It's more like 90s, I would say. I know this is a super weird question, but can you tell me where I am?
You're in my bookstore in Sacramento. Are you lost?
Sacramento! Oh, God. Oh, no, I think I know where I am now, thanks. I've been getting strange dreams lately. I can't make any sense of what they've been about, but when I wake up, my heart is pounding out of my chest, and I'm not where I fell asleep. These dreams started happening the same time that people began vanishing from my hometown, Sacramento. Sacramento, fuck. Even though it's a fairly remote town with a small population, there's been dozens of disappearances in the last year alone. So many that the trains don't stop at the station anymore. Okay, maybe it is the 80s. Maybe this is their own little Higurashi, because kind of a case of why do they not care that so many people are disappearing? Seemingly. Concerned locals claim to have spotted angry woodland spirits at the edge of the woods. Animals with too many features watching them. And outsiders can't shake the feeling that they're always being watched by the unblinking purple eyes of the townsfolk. The Sacramento stare is what they call it on the news. Is this like Innsmouth, but... Is this like Innsmouth? It's like Innsmouth, isn't it? Sacramento. I actually don't know what the death grips are. I am really musically illiterate. I was listening to a song that someone had sent me, and kind of you've heard this, right? Like, this is, or rather, it was a cover of something, I think. And like, you know what the riffs are, right? And kind of a no, I don't think I've ever heard this in my life. They sent me the original. I'm like, no, I don't think so. I think it was a Transformers song, like original Transformers. I'm not certain, but it was kind of a, I don't think I've ever heard it. I could be wrong. Let me just, there's one more thing I realized I want to grab up since we're going on day 9. Let me just see if I can find it. I just have to see. I did set a button. Since I'm drinking. Besides some lightheadedness and a dull, warm fuzzies feeling, I don't feel any different. The girl that runs this odd bookstore also hasn't been cursed, it seems.
Have you made a selection? Did you find a book to your liking?
Looking at the books in this corner is kind of like, holy hell, this is awful. They're gonna get damaged so badly. Look at what's going on. There's a fucking... It's a cave of books. A few years before the whole child abduction scare? Yeah, but these are adults seemingly being abducted. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to loiter. To be honest, I don't have any money with me, but I'll come back first thing tomorrow and buy something.
No, it's fine. I'm glad that you enjoyed reading my books. But it's starting to get dark outside. With all the disappearances lately, you'd better hurry home.
Home. Even though my family fled town when the disappearances began, I'm returning to our ancestral home in Sacramento. All because of a note that I found in my apartment this morning. This is very Higurashi now. Sorry, just thinking about how, I guess, like, returning to the home. Your mother is a little shook up from everything that happened, and so I'm taking care of her at Gram Ikande's place. If you came to visit, it would cheer her up and help her recovery. We've missed you so much, Stardust. Oh no. Oh no. Shit. My cat's name, the one who's ill now, his full name includes Stardust, so it's just kind of a fuck. Fuck. You can't pull my heartstrings this easily. You don't get this sort of in so quickly. But the strange thing is, My parents were two of the first people to go missing. They were declared dead since they'd been missing more than a year amidst the disappearances. Ah, okay. This is their handwriting, and my parents are the only ones that call me Stardust. This is them, beyond a shadow of a doubt. Whatever is going on here, I can't turn my back. I need to see them again. Speaking of, I'd better get going. Thanks for letting me doze off. I promise I'll come back real soon.
Thank you for stopping in. Take care.
I mean, look at the glasses. They're setting her up. Right? Time to hurry back. I push my way through the door, leaving the warm glow of the bookstore behind as the sun sets. Shadow over Higurashi. Shadow over Sacramento. Oh, fuck! You didn't quite get me there. You didn't quite get me there. But the warm glow. I can actually set my lights to whatever color I want. So it's kind of a, maybe I should. Usually I have them set to bright because of streaming. You're just trying to catch me, aren't you? I push my way through the door, leaving the warm glow of the bookstore behind as the sun sets. Sacramento. Overgrown now by oppressive canopies of foliage. From the smell of animal musk and swampy fields, you think this was a barn, not a city street. No? You're not trying to get me to scream from it? The one thing that irks me is that it has a default fade time, and you cannot alter that without dealing with basically creating your own app. Like, there's no... They have it in the API to allow you to have 0 delay or like 0 fade in your lights, but by default it has a very slight fade, which I guess is fine for like normally used, but for this it's kind of, I want instant on and off. I should know I listened to the whole story with this Charmant himself, Dagath reading it to me with his scribjilly-laden words. Ah. I haven't read Shadow over Innsmouth in at least a decade, I think. Maybe more? May have been 2 decades. Although, if this doesn't run very long, this game, I do have a second game prepared with a similar theme. Well, I shouldn't say similar. It matches the horror... It matches the Lovecraftian horror feeling. And it's also a free demo. But it's not a date. Double chance skip VTuber screams. Yeah, that one might end up being more scary, I'm not certain. What the fuck? Every surface here is plastered with posters. Many litter the grounds, and every single one is of someone that was never found. I guess another thing, actually, I just realized you were doing Roguettes. Are you trying to judge how quick it is between the redeem? Like, are you trying to time it? That's the other thing I could be thinking of. That's what I'd be doing. That's why they call it Missing Person Lane now. It's where desperate out-of-towners looking for their loved ones leave posters before going missing themselves. It's the only navigable footpath left, and the most direct route to my house. I can't tell if it's the darkness playing tricks on me or what, but I'm losing my way down streets that I should know forwards and back. Wasn't I supposed to make a turn a while ago? Resident Evil? I've never played either of those games, so I don't know what their horrors... Okay, I should say that. I've watched people play 8. But I don't know if that's a bit of an outlier. I can't make heads or tails of houses and landmarks I used as a kid to get around. It's like my whole hometown was replaced by an unfamiliar, yet exact, replica. Okay, calm down. If I check the note my parents wrote and compare the address number to the nearest house, I should be able to at least figure out if I'm walking the right way. I am having regrets right now about playing this game. Okay. I see. So you are thinking about it. Paper. Yeah, bro. You look, I'm gonna pull this down and there's gonna be another fucking jump scare right behind here and I'm gonna freak. Wait, it's just the fucking receipt? Chicken curry, fried chicken, cheeseburger, beer, water. That's a lot of fucking food for one person. Wait, no, this is for two. There's 2 beers. Wait, what? Why are they They have the 1 chicken curry, I'm guessing. 2 fried chickens, 2 cheeseburgers, 2 beer. Oh, 4 people. It's 4 people. Or they were drinking in 2 to 4 people. 2 to 4 people. And then another charge for $20. What the fuck? I had your shot. Welcome. I am not prepared. You'd hope it's 4 people? I mean, considering this is a Sacramento person, or someone from Sacramento, and given the vibes we have so far, it's kind of are they a person? Are they really? A couple sharing a chicken curry? And having 2 fried chickens and 2 cheeseburgers, too? That's a lot of food. Okay. A blank grocery store receipt. Oh, grocery store, okay. Wait, no, it's not look, it's a fucking table. Ah! What the fuck? Okay. That was a small one. When did I put this in my pocket? Where's my parents' letter? I dig through my pockets in a panic. There's no way I dropped it in the bookstore. So where could it have? This receipt has the same fold lines and dimensions as the handwritten note I had. Could I have? No. There's no way I could have misread a shopping list as an entire letter from my parents, right? I fumble around with the note, checking the back and flipping it and turning it in a hopeless attempt to see the message again. But the receipt stays a receipt. Something is very wrong. I turn to run.
Hey! Ow!
Fuck! I'm sorry!
Blind or something? Watch where you're going, Clutterama.
Okay. I slammed right into somebody coming the other way. Look. Whoa, she's really pretty. But what on earth is this girl doing wandering around Sacramento at night? Please say it didn't sound like a chihuahua. I tried to do audio testing with a scream. With toast in my mouth. Look, I can sort of do wine in my mouth. Give me a second. I can do wine in my mouth, but it won't be the same. Bleh. Okay, wine in the mouth. Running with wine in the mouth. I don't have any toast, sorry. I don't have any toast. There's a... how to put this? Things are difficult when you're green.
Don't touch me.
Oh, okay. Don't touch me. Great. Sorry, I didn't mean to smack into you like that. I know it's not an excuse, but I was just in a rush.
Oh yeah, I know. You gotta go run off and steal my boyfriend, right? Yeah, it's
Boyfriend?
whatever. Totally cool. Save your breath. I already know how this goes.
Wait, huh? What? Your boyfriend?
Yeah, you heard me. My boyfriend. Buck is mine.
Who the heck is Buck? Where are all these accusations coming from? I don't know anyone named Buck.
Huh? Really? You don't know who Buck is?
Wait a second. Wait a second, wait a second. Because this is... Wait, shit. No, that's deer, isn't it? Like, a buck and a doe. And it's kind of a case of... Goats? Don't... Do they use those words too? I don't think they do. Because it's a nanny goat, right? I don't know what a male goat is called.
You're not, like, from out of town, are you?
The stare. It's real. I turn my head down and briskly walk past her. She starts walking alongside me.
Hey, look at me.
I can't let her see my eyes, no matter what. She'll notice I don't have the Sacramento stare.
You can tell me. Are you from
This is some
here?
Tomie face right here. This is a Tomie face. A Buck or a Billy? Okay, so yeah. Yeah, okay. That's where we go. That's why he's Buck, I'm guessing. I didn't know about that part. I knew about Billy, but I guess maybe they thought Billy was a little too on the nose. Not that Buck is that much better, but... I live here.
Oh yeah? Look at me really quick.
This is bad. Even if I make it home, she'll know where I live. What do I do?
Look at me.
That didn't get me. That didn't get me. I freeze. Before I know it, I'm already staring straight at her.
Bucky, hi. Got another one for you at Missing Person Lane.
Eh? I break into a mad dash, running my hardest. Everything is a blur. My heart pounding in my ears can't dull out the sounds of whistles, shouts, and unidentifiable commotion coming from all sides. Panting and dizzy, I feel my body slowing down, but the image of my face on the next missing person's posters kicked my legs into action once more. Yeah, we're kind of thinking it's a bit, you know, Innsmouth Higurashi going on here. But no matter how far I run, the buildings refuse to change. The street refuses to turn, and the sound of the awakening woods refuse to abate. This is hopeless. There's a wide open clearing in the trees about 1 block ahead. If I can break line of sight from my unseen pursuers, I have a chance of finding someplace to hide. As I near the turnoff, my exhaustion makes itself known. If this is a dead end, or it's too dark to find my way, I won't have the energy to turn around and start running again. Around the corner, it's my grandma's house, sitting alone in the middle of a clearing in the woods. I thought the way to my house involved multiple turns a ways back, but I don't have time to question things as I'm already halfway up the makeshift dirt path. Eh? Why did it go away? Oh, that was really weird. That was super weird. Hold on. Did the game just disappear for you? Because it was a black screen for me, but on OBS it was showing that the game was gone. That's so strange. Okay. I guess we have that to look forward to, and I'm really glad that I have this as a game thing and not like a, I guess like screen capture, because that, yeah, that could be really bad. No, I feel like it shouldn't be though, just because having that, if you're doing a screen capture, is bad for a streamer, like really fucking bad. I skulk up the open lawn of my grandparents' old house, burst through the door, and hold the door shut for what feels like forever. That's a lot of shoes. I just realized something. She is the... Okay, so we know that this is focused on the black goat of the woods with 1,000 young. So are all the people in town with those eyes her children? Is that what's going on? I mean, it could be literal or it could be metaphorical. I'm gonna guess more of a metaphorical thing, though. No one's banging at the door. For the moment, I'm not being chased. Hey, what? I may just be standing at the entrance, but I can already tell something feels off about my home. Like the warm, familiar place I grew up in is long gone. I can't put my finger on it, but... this dread. Why do I feel like I need to sneak around my own home? Is someone here? My parents? Hello? I'm home. No response. Hello? Fuck! I'm not prepared for this. Give me a second. I have to mentally steel myself for this shit. Oh. I kind of forgot that, like, the game doesn't really pause even when you're doing this sort of thing. Because I remember that being a thing in other sections of the game. Is there, like, an escape? Can I hit escape? Okay, I can. This might be safe. This might be safe, doing this instead. So we're here. And we have to get up there. This is a lot more than the previous one. A butterfly stuck in a web. Where's the spider? This is a lot of boots. I only have 9 siblings. But I see at least 20 pairs of shoes here. Only 9 siblings. Only 9. Oh, fuck. We can turn around completely. Oh no. Oh no. Give me a second. This is a mistake. This was a mistake. Yeah? I mean, depending on the time frame. I have... how to put this? I had the potential for more than that in terms of aunts and uncles on one side. Tentacles are more... yeah, it's just that this is Lovecraft, so it's kind of a... there's a lot going on here. Oh no, this is bad end. This is bad end. I dash out the door and flee from the house. If I can escape from Sacramento, I can tell everyone what's been happening. I did not mean to do that. I sprint back through Missing Person Lane, unable to shake the feeling of an unseen pursuer just past the tree line. But no matter how far I run, the buildings refuse to change. Time and time again, I arrive back at my house. It's as if my house is in the middle of a non-Euclidean labyrinth. As soon as I lose sight of it, I happen upon it again. Yeah, that's what yeah, it was kind of it's the MILF of the woods, isn't it? She does have 1,000 young. Even when my path certainly puts distance between me and my house, I cannot get free of its strange clutches. I won't be able to escape until these darn woods are banished. I cross the threshold with rekindled determination. Map. So that's outside. It's a lot of... oh, it's bouncing too. Oh, fuck. I hate this. I hate this so much. Why did I think to play this game? I thought it'd be fun. Oh, no. Oh, no. What way can I turn? Can I not turn any which way? What does this do? No, this is fine. Eh? No? Ah! Fuck! Fuck you! Fuck you, Roket! fun. Um. Okay, what's this? Our family photos. Only none of these photos have me in it, and the faces of my siblings look unfamiliar. What's with those strange symbols? You heard that right? You heard that right? You heard that right? You heard that right? Oh fuck. You heard that. That was in the game. No, you can't. You can't. There was a noise, wasn't there? The bucket's red. Okay, I'm gonna back away. It might sound a little funny because I am... There was a noise, wasn't there? There was a noise! Map? So we need to go this way. We need to go this way. Oh, I hate this so much. I hate this so much. You heard that too, right? There was a little thump. Was that me entering the room? Fuck. I don't know if I'm gonna be playing the second game. Give me a second for water. This is why I don't play horror games. What a mess. The closet's been ransacked, but no valuables have been taken. Engawa? Shit, is this the right way? I guess it is. Is there anything else? Looks like the triplets' toys have been mostly untouched ever since we left in a hurry. Nothing to it but do it? No. Is this the right way? No, it's the wrong way. It's this way. We need to go this way. Wait, no, we need to take the stairs up. Yeah, minimap open would be nice, so actually I need to take these. Eh? I missed the first game where it was kind of a slow descent into creepy, and not this. This is probably more so the problem, where it's like the it's like immediately dumping you into creepy shit. You need to boil the crab. You need to boil the crab slowly, or rather, that's the way it goes, right? Or is it a frog? Is it a frog or a crab? Give me a second. Okay. Frog? Yeah. Slowly boil the frog. louder than normal tap sound? Do you mean like maybe from here? Because I modify my room, my garden a little bit, and it's more likely for me to make like tapping noises accidentally now, I think, in some regards. I need to adjust it back because it was when I was trying to fiddle with some other settings. Oh, fuck.
Sucker for love.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Shit.
The 1,000 versus the
Fuck.
1.
Fuck.
Sucker for love. Date to die.
1,000 versus the 1.
We're gonna have to go through this real quick. I didn't mean to hit the button. I don't want to do that again. I don't want to do this again.
Thank you.
Click, 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 click.
Yeah. Here.
Yeah, no, that was just... It might just be because it's a demo and they're not expecting you to really do it, but with my constitution being so terrible... Okay. So it was straight through. Straight through. Straight through. I can't move. I really can't move. It won't let me go to the left or the right. What's wrong? Why can't I... Why can't I move? Oh, I have to go to the edge. Okay. My bad. User error. User error. She caught me. You know, this has relatively few amount of rooms for someplace that held, like, 9 kids. Although, granted, I'm thinking about when the stories from my mother's time, I think they were 3 bedrooms, and that was for a family of 9. So, like, thinking about it, like, you know what? Actually, that's much more. This is not that unreasonable, I suppose. Although, what the fuck is with the little heart room in the basement? What is with the heart room? Like, seriously. Yeah, this one. Right here. That's a sex dungeon? I guess you're right, it might be. I guess there's a lot of extra rooms here for, like, tatami and stuff. And also all these rooms, too. There's just a lot of space here that doesn't seem to have a designated purpose. That's exactly why my family had... Or my mother's family had 3 rooms. The boys' room, the girls' room, and the parents' room. Which is why there were so many children through the ages. Okay, glass down, so I don't accidentally drop anything when we go in here. I'm not surprised. What the heck happened to my room? All this occult stuff sitting around. Has someone been living here while I was away? Those candles are lit. Whoever did this was here recently. But who? And why? Maybe there's some clue in this book? Yeah, it's yeah, actually 5. That's not so bad. It's not the worst. I had a friend who had to share with her. I think there were maybe like 4 years apart or so, and she had to share with her brother. That was a little awkward. I think they ended up putting up like a, not a paper divider, but like a cloth divider after a certain point, but not fun. I know that in my own family, my sisters shared for a while because they were closer in age. But after that, and also like space at the time. But after that, lucky enough that we all got separate rooms. So I guess there's some benefit to being the youngest. Who wants to sleep with a young child there? There's no title or author or anything, and it smells like overripe fruit and formaldehyde. In other words, it reeks of death. Overripe fruit as a death sort of symbol, I guess. Actually, that it does make sense. That is actually a thing in older paintings, isn't it? Kind of a symbol of... There's some symbolism associated with it. I guess kind of a, like, no one lives forever sort of feeling to it. My hands feel pruny and ice cold touching the cover, like it's drinking the life from my fingertips. Like the very material of this item is thirsty. Oh, she's giving us a suck already? Seed the Black Woods. I don't know if we know each other well enough to do that. Seeding the Black Woods. Instructions on how to corrupt the soil of a forest by using offal of a goat and the beating heart of a human. The beating what? I read and reread the passage, but it's plain as black and white. The beating heart of a human. Actually, I wonder if I can read this a little bit more clearly. To seed the Black Woods, combine the seed of a fruit-bearing tree, the offal of a goat, and a beating heart, and a human heart, and bury the mass 6 feet underground. The Black Woods will continue to grow and grow until the lost something is completely rooted. Lost plant. The Black Woods cannot be exited once created. Is that it? Oh, the Black Woods cannot be exited once entered. That's what it is. Blah. The roots of the Black Woods spread into the minds of those who enter and cause drastic changes in behavior. Those seeking to destroy the Black Woods instead become compelled to worship it. I want to say plant does not mean garden. Plant does not mean garden. Woods. Woods are outside my bounds. I like manicured things. Woods are not manicured. This is like wood elf stuff. Don't involve a garden elf. I reread again and again, my disbelief washing away more and more each time. This isn't a joke. Oh, Sacramento has been overrun by cultists. Oh no, some of my keys are skipping things. People haven't been spirited away by angry forest spirits. They've been abducted, and I'm next. I'm gonna do one more thing, because I realize that if I do it in the game, it's gonna be fucky. I can't stop trembling. Should I hide? Is there even anywhere to hide? I certainly can't run. These cultists could be anywhere. We have entered the Black Woods and we cannot leave. Oh, you know what? I recognize some of these plants. That's rosemary on the left of this area right here. The one over here could really be anything, honestly. Like, that could be it's probably not basil, but like it could be. It's really big though, but all this is really big. So if you put it into perspective, it could be basil still. Or it could be mint. Specialty. Shh. I hastily flipped through the book. Maybe there's something, anything that I can use to escape. I actually did have a plant that I couldn't quite identify in my garden today. I've been letting it grow, and I finally actually tried to ID it. It's Oba. I had two Oba plants, I think, last year, and one of them has grown prodigiously. It's crazy how much it's grown, how much quicker it's grown than the rest, too. So I couldn't believe that it was actually the same plant. And then otherwise I'm playing a game of like, okay, this is tomato and this is pepper, right? Mostly tomato, though. Amidst hundreds of pages of indecipherable ruins and obscene rituals, one catches my attention. Manifest the Allmother. According to this, the Allmother is supposed to be a benign eldritch entity with profane powers of life preservation. Oh! Summon the Allmother. Let's read it a little bit more closely. This entity is a benign preserver of life and cannot harm you. However, no contact with eldritch gods is completely safe. To summon her, do the following. Douse any lit candles. Ensure there is an idol of the black goat present somewhere in the room. Have a plant mister with you. This is made for me. Fuck. While facing a tree of the black woods, chant her name. Rosekin Silva Oscura. Click and drag from the first letter to the end of the phrase to chant slowly. That's right. I had to adjust my sensitivity here for that, so I'm going to do that really quick. Maybe if I do it this way. No? Just like... Hold on. Clicking button. Click, click, click. Does it take a short amount of time or a long amount of time for me to, like, drag? Doesn't feel like it takes any different amount of time. Hold on. One more thing. Mouse settings. Mouse pointer speed. That's what I'm looking for, right? Oh, wow. Okay, that's really bad. I shouldn't have done that. I set it to 1. It's kind of an, Okay. We'll set it to, like... Because that's what I should probably be doing, right? Like, mouse pointer speed. Okay, it's a little bit more annoying. This is probably better. Nothing else in this book looked even remotely benign. If this book is for real, then this Allmother is my best shot at getting out of here alive. Summoning a space demon is probably a bad idea, but my odds couldn't get any worse than they already are. They haven't found a single person that went missing. Besides, there's still a chance that this book is fake, right? That there's an explanation for all the weirdness happening in Sacramento? I'd better hurry and do the ritual and find out. Looks like I already have everything I need to try. Plant mister. You found the plant mister. At certain times in conversation, this icon will appear, and you can spray the speaker with water by right-clicking. This will interrupt whatever they're doing or saying. Oh my god, we can use it as a punishment. I'll take some water. I'll take some water. Thank you, Azure Shot. It will interrupt what they're saying or doing. Chat, be good. I kind of forgot that I had that bonk, so it's kind of a, I should do that for when you do lights out on me. Okay. This feature is primarily included in consideration of players who dislike being hit on by older women / eldritch abominations, but it has other uses too. Eh? Who here doesn't want to get hit on by older women? Inspect herbs. These herbs are enormous, at least 10 times larger than normal. How the heck did they get so big? Inspect statue. It looks like an idol of a goat. Only has too many legs and too many eyes. It weighs a ton too. How'd this get up the stairs? Gardening and incense culture. Incense. I don't really know. It might kind of depend on like which angle you're doing for that, because I can see some of it being like certain types of gardening and incense culture, yes. Other types maybe not. Look, incense. Look, sometimes there's a slip of the tongue. I stuttered, okay? I mean, Lynetta wasn't... Well, I mean, technically, they're all older, right? But, like, Lynetta didn't look old. And neither did, I forgot her name, but the Hoster one. The King in Yellow. Like, they were more probably your age. And then there was, you know, Supreme Cat Lady. Nyarlathotep. And it's just kind of a... I wonder if they made it... Well, I guess they couldn't really go any other angle, right? With the black goat with 1,000 young. Like, she had to be a MILF. There's no way of doing otherwise. Miss you with the older one? You're missing out. You're missing out. Is there anything else to click on? Da-da-da. I guess not. All that's left is to... We have the stuff. Chant her name.
Insolent human! You dare call upon Roxanne?
Roxanne!
Mother of the Black...
Roxanne. Her name is Roxanne. I like her. I like her so much. Don't fuck up this day for me, chat. It worked? This book is for real? How did they get their hands on something like this? The form of the black goat of the woods assails my senses. The birthplace of life and final resting place of death. The maker and unmaker in all her undulating horror. A vile saline ooze seeps from the pores of my clenched fist as I'm overcome by an otherworldly nausea beyond reckoning. What? Really?
I have tolerated mortal stench upon my soil long enough. Today is the end of empty threats.
Don't put on the red light. No, please, put on the red light.
All that you are,
Actually, I guess maybe not on Twitch.
ever have been, shall now become mere fertilizer for my black woods.
Is she going to turn the entire planet into Blackwoods? Is that her idea? She can't harm us. Although I suppose it kind of depends on whether or not, like, she directly cannot harm us or if she can make... Sorry, the noises in the game. I mean, I want to say this is probably still a little rough considering it's a demo. The blood trapped within my distended veins quickens, surging agitatedly beneath the flesh of my cheeks.
Your lifeblood
I don't think
shall
so.
soak the earth, nurturing my young as they spring forth from the wicked soil to feed upon your ever-suffering remains for
At least
all
not yet.
time. At my hands, you will die again and again and again.
Why are you blushing?
How could she tell? How could she tell? Girl pretty.
Oh my god! I thought I was driving you insane! All that sweating and hyperventilating? You looked like you were going to throw up!
I was nervous, okay? Girl pretty. Lady pretty. Oh, pretty lady. Oh, that just happens when I talk to girls sometimes. Mommy, sorry, mommy. I will allow it today. Don't fuck up my date.
What?
God, that outfit. We have the sexy sax right now. Listen to that background. Dev's setting us up.
Foolish mortal! Your impudence has made me very, very...
Sorry. I can turn up the volume in the game too. I'm not certain about the balance. I tested against the opening, but sometimes that doesn't quite reflect what's in the game.
Oh, forget it. What is it this time? Torture again? Or did you catch your cult mate with someone else and now you want me to pretend to be your mommy to comfort you?
She could do that? Cultmate? Torture? I think I've been confused for someone else. Again.
Out with it. You probably only have a few more moments before your lust breaks your will, so make it quick.
Huh? I feel fine. I mean, she's drop-dead gorgeous, and I feel like my heart is beating out of my chest, but I don't feel like my will is breaking or anything.
I am the goddess of fertility, the physical manifestation of perverse desires. And you are standing 2 feet away from me, at the very epicenter of my carnal influence. And you're telling me you don't feel a thing.
I mean, I think you're really beautiful.
And that's all? You think I'm just beautiful?
Come closer and take
The armpit! The armpit! I'm sorry, the armpit! Oh, this is why you're supposed to use the fucking... This is why you're supposed to use the spray bottle on her! Do we die if we don't? And she's telling us to take a deep breath? And she's holding her fucking mister? What if I don't want to? Fine. Okay, fine.
This is a real low point. A goddess of lust getting rejected by her own cultist in her own dream.
I like the voice actress too. I don't know if this makes it worse or not, but I'm actually not anybody's cultist.
What did you say?
She has extra eyes! Thank you. I'm gonna have some more wine. Give me a second. Oh shit, I have the cork still in. Give me a second. The water's for the goddess. I'm not shrimping too bad right now. Thank you though. Thank you. It's kind of my posture doesn't get too bad, I think, during scary things because I am... incoming? What? Oh, okay. What did you say? A foolish demon, I have the antithesis, the holy water, if you will, to all goth girls, a present and strong father figure. Thank you. Thank you, Sasha, for the raid. Welcome, raiders. I am the Evening Primrose, and right now I am getting hit on by an older woman, an older MILF, if you will. I guess actually, wait, it's kind of like, are all MILFs older than me? It's kind of, no, but it's hard to argue with the goat of 1,000, the goat with 1,000 young right now. This is Sucker. Okay, actually, I have a command for this because I was not able to put the name of the game into the stream information. Did I not turn the command on? Fuck, give me a second. I didn't turn the command on. This is Sucker for Love, A Date to Die For. And I've already screamed a bunch of times at things that probably weren't that scary. Please don't think too much less of me for that. And chat's already made me scream. It's the second one. It's the demo of the second one that is available on Steam for free right now. Second one. Yeah, so we've already tried to fend her off with a mister, like just right before you guys came in. Because she was basically asking us to like get a whiff of her armpits. She was mad that we rejected her. rather, we didn't reject her 100%, but it was just sort of a, we're not feeling overwhelming lust for, we didn't feel overwhelming, like, lust for her. So she was just kind of like, what do you fucking mean? Come closer. Come closer and get the smell in. Surely you'll feel something then. Also, hello, Elephant. Elephant? And welcome in Sunspot and the real lore bot. And hello, Zips. And maybe not. and next time. Hold on, sorry. I'm also drinking, so it's kind of maybe that's not great for the cough, but maybe is that a Haggai smell? I mean, I don't know the full thing for that. All I know is like it's the boy smell thing, right? I don't know that Champway Heart. I should memorize it. The goats killed me. I've killed me. We don't know if she likes retro gaming or not. All we know is that I guess she's kind of sick of being used as a set of arms to get a set of welcoming arms. She's sick of playing mommy, I think, a little bit. Goat smell. Oh my god, it did smell like a barn. There's been a lot of hints earlier, like one of the characters was looking for her boyfriend named Buck, and we learned, Chad helped me learn, that Buck is not just for male deer, but it's also a term that can be used for male goats. And right, her name is Roxanne. It's spelled, kind of funny, but it's Roxanne. I mean, sorry, I summoned you because my life is in danger, and I thought maybe you'd be able to help me somehow. I should also specify, so this game, we were from here. Like, this is our house, but our parents disappeared over a year ago, and after that, we took our 9 whole fucking siblings and left town. We took our 9 goddamn siblings and left town. And then we came back because we thought we had a letter from our parents that turned out to be something we hallucinated. And we got chased into our family house by a crazy lady with purple eyes who has the Sacramento stare. So it's kind of like a little bit Shadow over Innsmouth, a little bit of Higurashi. It's all sorts of weird stuff going on. Have a good lurk, Sasha. This is, classic hallucination. We pulled out what we thought was our letter from our parents, and turned out to be a grocery receipt. I think they were still hallucinating, though, because it was not a grocery receipt. It was actually, like, a restaurant receipt. Because it had a table number on it. And, like, 2 beers, 2 waters, 2 cheeseburgers, 2 chicken platters, a chicken curry. What the fuck? Yeah. I thought maybe you'd be somehow able to help me somehow. Suddenly, she lifts my chin and pulls my face close to hers.
Guys, you're not under my influence. You're not one of them. How did you get this book?
What do you mean? I just found it on the floor.
Listen to me. You are in grave danger. The Thousand doesn't know you're here yet, but they will be coming for you. You've got nowhere to run. You won't be able to escape. Not while I'm still rooted here. Any road you walk will lead straight back here. You need to do the rituals in that book in order, ending with the spell that will uproot me from this location. Once I've been uprooted, you'll be able to run for it and hope for the best.
Oh, I just noticed a neat thing about her design is, so what I thought was the bag under her eye is actually another set of eyes. That's a really neat thing that they just did there. Like going with the, like, super MILF, except in times of surprise. Bam, extra eyes.
Don't let anything happen to the book. If you lose it before I'm uprooted, you'll have no way out.
Right. Just more so, I know I have a wine glass here. I actually have wine plastic because I'm a little afraid of getting too spooked and dropping it, and I don't want to clean up glass. I've already had to clean up glass earlier this week. A chill is running up my spine. Run for it? No way out? Grave danger? Just what have I gotten myself into? Wine glasses are great. It's just I literally don't have any other plastic glasses, so I'm reusing something that I had before from when I went out earlier. So it's just kind of a, yes, it's a water bottle full of wine. It's a water bottle full of wine. Not full. Okay, it's not full, but it has like a bit of wine in it. I'm not pouring like the entire bottle in there. It's just not very classy. But again, I don't want to, I would have a wine glass if it weren't for just being afraid of dropping it.
Am I scaring you? I know it's a lot, but you have no choice if we're ever going to escape from Sacramento.
Italian cream soda? Yeah. Wait, out of McDonald's, I guess you just made it yourself? I've heard of cream sodas before, but I don't know if I've ever really had one. Better than drinking directly from the... Yeah, I wouldn't dare do that, because I don't want to drop that either. I don't want to drop that either. Also, it's not like I'm going to drink the entire bottle in one night, and I feel like it'd be extra weird to, like, do that. Wait a minute, did I just hear something right? She wants to escape Sacramento too. Hold on, it sounds like you're trying to escape too.
Things have gotten messy with my cultists. Messy in a bad way.
She can't control her cultists.
My followers have turned against me and are abusing me and my woods' power to kill outsiders indiscriminately. This is a nightmare that I'd just like to end. But neither of us can leave without the
So that's
ritual
why
being
she's
performed.
doing this with us. That's why. This is a neat plot hook. I have played the first game. On stream, I did that, I think, over Halloween. Not on Halloween, but like in October. And I do have I think I have the VOD. The audio is a little better, I think, on average, except for the screams, which sound probably worse than what I'm currently putting out. In terms of, like, I had my audio settings, like, way too crunched for it, I guess. I remember it being a lot of fun, but at the same time, the feeling is a little different because before it was like a frog boiling water for the horror. But this one immediately sets you into it, which really puts me on edge. And I kind of forgot, like, I look back and like, hey, horror is like I don't want to say light horror, but like light horror is kind of fun, right? And then I actually play it and it's kind of oh fuck, no, don't make me do this, don't make me do this, let me shut it off. Let me shut it off. I was watching Shinri play Mortuary Assistant. I think I tapped out, like, if you see Mortuary Assistant, there's a section at the very beginning. I feel like this isn't really spoilery. The first time you see something really bad, I say really bad, it's standing outside the fucking mortuary area. Like, outside is a set event. I tapped out right after that. I couldn't do any more. Yeah, it's not cozy. It's never cozy horror. This, at least there's, you know, this going for it. It's comedic parody horror. I can sort of do that, but at the same time, like, can I? Look at how I'm stalling right this very second. Look at how I'm stalling this very second over it. Thank you, Oblique Boredom, for the follow. Yeah, go Melf.
But I should warn you. These incantations and rituals can be terrifying
Paradise
for a
Killer?
non-cultist to perform. Even successfully completing them can have grave consequences.
Okay, give me a second. I remember I did look up I thought, like, I'm not certain how long this demo is gonna last, so I should have a backup. Oh, I should play it? Is it really actually cozy horror?
These rituals will test your mettle in ways that...
No, no, don't cut off. Oh, fuck. I'll do it. Oh, thank God. Think it's us.
What? Really? You're just okay with what I'm saying?
Do I have any other choice? Murder mystery? Okay. I actually really like reading horror, but I don't do very good with video game horror. Or like video horror. But and I guess sound horror too, but like reading is perfectly fine. I'm good with manga and like written word books. Horror settings and vibes with no cheap jump scares. It's not super horrific. Okay, okay. I could give that a shot. There's also a hot goat lady in it. Coraline? I haven't actually seen Coraline, but I read it before the movie came out. I read it really close to release time. And I was fine with that, again, because it was reading, but I haven't watched it. I did play something else. A Deer Lady. It's... What's the word for the cloven-hooved folk? Ungulate? Is that it? They're both ungulates, right? It is that word, isn't it? It's been a while. It's been a while since I've had to care about that. Thinking about... like the worst horror thing that I think I've... Ungulate? Oh, maybe it does. I've only really read it. I haven't really listened to it. It's not like I read a huge amount, but... I could spell it! I could spell it! I could have spelled it. They thought it sold, or rather, it sold way more than the devs thought it would, but they just had low expectations. That's possible too. You never really know. I'll just have to check it out and see how much it costs. 999 Slayers and AI series. I don't know what either of those are. Zero Escape? I feel like I've heard of Zero Escape, and that was one of those things that I should absolutely never fucking play, because it would probably be way too much for me. I don't know what no-nary games are. Funyaripa? Funyarimpa? No, I don't know what that is either. I don't know a huge amount of games. I know like a very small selection, unless we're talking about board games, in which case, I don't know like a huge amount of board games, but if you okay, I know Danganronpa, but I've never actually played it. I played Ace Attorney, and I played the demo for Ghost Trick. Apologize to the Funyarinta. I want to say I was out of the game for a while, a long while. It's not like I was very deep into the game. I know anime and I know board games. Okay. Okay. Maybe I'm thinking of something else instead of Zero Escape. Okay. So it's meta. It's meta. I am. If there's a way out of this, just tell me how and I'll do it.
Are you sure?
So many people have gone missing in Sacramento. I'm not letting the same happen to either of us. Not today. I really like her thick eyebrows too. And the little dot, actually, I kind of didn't quite realize that she had that going on. You know what? Okay, so someone said that this was set in the 90s, like 1991. Her hair, like the way it's poofing like that, that is so, well, that's very 80s, isn't it? Maybe I should also say the same for the purple color, but...
Let's not waste
okay, I should clarify, I am not a furry, but...
You'll need it.
This goat is kind of hot. I mean, she's also an eldritch god beyond her mortal understanding, so... So... It's kind of a... I don't know if she was young in the 80s either. Yeah, I definitely don't have a fucking furry mahjong app. Spawn partner ritual first. Chat century 80s. Yeah, actually, I don't know what kind of a... I don't know what the fashions were like in the 1880s or even earlier. I only know, I guess, like more general stuff. Everyone who has ever said I'm not a furry but is definitely a furry. I mean, there is that one guy who, I heard about this on my Twitter timeline. I don't really know what it's about. There's someone who ended up losing some sort of, maybe not race, event against a furry. And it was kind of a case of the furry was willing to pay $10,000 to this guy if the furry lost. And the other guy bet that, like, if he lost, he would, I don't know what, stream with a fucking furry avatar or something. And guess who lost? So he's like, no, I wasn't actually thinking this was serious. The other one was like, I had 10 grands right set right up. Pick your fucking OC, man. We're making you a furry. Yeah. I don't know how much of that has been resolved yet. It's a funny drama though, isn't it? Wait. You're joshing me. You're joshing me. That what? No, you have to be joking about the piercing thing. Where was that a fashion in the 1880s? Fashion was generally, I think, slow. Victorian? No. Really? Okay. That is... Okay, I'm thinking maybe just women's clothing in general, and just thinking about, like, pressure and stuff. That's just kind of... What the fuck? I could also see that being an issue back in the day, too. I didn't think that had that much of an impact nowadays, but... I suppose I don't know a huge amount of people who have them. And thinking back on it, it's kind of a, well... I'm not familiar enough with you to ask about that sort of thing. It's not really something you should be asking about, right? That's something between you and your doctor and your child. Spawn partner ritual. Okay, we have Seed the Black Woods. We had this one. Summon the Allmother. Spawn partner. Yeah, just... Hey, do you have nipple piercings? Booty shake? Oh, that's based on the pug, isn't it? The pug is so cute. I used to see the pug all the time, and now I don't see it very often. I kind of hate pugs for... Thank you, Kai and Ray, for the raid. Welcome to the stream. I'm currently playing... I forgot the name of it. Sucker for Love, A Date to Die For. I'm sorry, the wine is getting to me a little bit. And we are summoning a partner right now. You're playing Warhammer 40k. I don't know what Space Marine is. I know what a Space Marine is, but I don't know what the game is. I know what Space Marines are. I've lost myself in researching that a couple weeks ago. You chest bump with other manly dudes? Is that what dudes do? Oh, that's the game, Space Marine? Aren't they, like, really inhumanly proportioned? Like, I guess at the same time they would have the constitution to survive that. Cleaning local fungi? Fungi has a purpose, though. You can't just go, like, cleaning it out. Okay. I actually want to do a real quick check of all... Wait. I'm gonna read each ritual because I want to see. Because that's what I did not last time, but, like, we have the book open. Let's check it out. Invasive species. Okay. Okay, I could see that then. If they're invasive species, you should definitely get rid of them. Unless they're garden elves. Light the ritual candles. The color of the flame does not matter, so please choose a color you find comforting. Have your choice of an aromatic herb on your person. Pick a scent you find pleasant. Imagine your ideal partner. If it exists, it will appear before you. If it does not exist, it will be created. Do not imagine something you can't put back. Then this chance. Slowly. Okay then. Okay. Why can't I go home? I can feel the roots. Why can't I sleep? Like 1,000 spiders on my skin. Why can't I die? Everyone is rooted. Everyone is rooted. This just reminds me of something I made for a one-shot I ran, and I was supposed to basically... I went a little overboard. There was in the one-shot it was a pre-made, a module. There was a character who was a fungus-infested Darrow, I believe. And the characters are supposed to find a journal entry that like indicated this, this, and this. So I actually made a journal entry and it didn't look too dissimilar to this, with all this going on. Fuck. Yeah, everyone is grooted. Where have I gone? I kind of don't want to turn the page. I'm a little afraid. Oh, the flowers are pretty. The flowers are pretty. The flowers are pretty. Yeah, the flowers are pretty. The woods fatten themselves on us. The dead feed the woods. The living feed the woods. Whose blood is the tree bleeding? Why does it have blood vessels? I ate someone. Okay, that's fine. Oh, this is pretty. This is the end of the book. That's pretty. That's pretty. That's the end. Yeah, okay. Look. Tid veins? Yo, that's... It's... not the only place. If you've ever... There's... Okay, I watched Doctor Who. There was a character who was literally just, like, a piece of skin with a face stretched over a frame. And it kind of had a similar look. They ate someone and went into full bloom. Yeah, this is a little bit... Flowers of Evil. Was that supposed to be some other sort of veins that you were talking about? Thank you for the water. Okay, real quick stretch. Actually, there's one more thing I have to do real quick. Okay. There we go. Also, sometimes you might hear a snap. I assure you that is my headphones. Posture check. Okay, my posture isn't so bad today. Although I guess in these sorts of sections it does become a lot more normal. Not normal, but easier to not sit up straight, because if it's during a horror section, it's kind of a sit up straight, back away. Back way away. It's... Tonight we're looking at hot goat ladies and drinking, so it's fine. Normally I don't actually even go for, like, women, but you know what? It's date night. It's a date to die for. Okay. Ritual candles. Color whatever we want. We pick an herb that we like. Imagine our ideal partner and then chant. What herb do we like? Lavender, rosemary, and mint. What mints? What mints? So I was right about the mint, which is kind of scary, and the rosemary. I actually haven't really grown lavender. I don't like. I asterisk. I only like Actually, shit, I'm thinking lavender. I just realized a case of the only time I really like lavender is with goat cheese. Like, there's a particular goat cheese that's out there that has lavender bits in it. It's delicious, and it's kind of a, you know what? Yeah, we're gonna go with the lavender for this. Ooh, purple lights. Purple lights. Yeah, I actually haven't had that cheese in a really long time, so it's kind of a... I wish. Oh, look at that glitch. Sorry, you can see that, right? It's got, like... You heard that, right? But yeah, I guess it has a glitch on the far right one, but this is only a demo. It's kind of a toss-up. Do we do green lights or do we do purple? And I think we want to do purple. Oh, that's a noise of blowing them out. Okay. Red. I'm not really a red sort of person, though. I know I have a bit of a... Maybe confluence isn't the right word. I have a lot of colors going on. Red is not one of them, generally. For her... Gotta be red. You know what? This game will go faster if you choose red. Oh, shit. It'll go faster if we choose red. Actually, think about orcs, and it's kind of a red is not the faster color, is it? I know purple is sneaky. I don't really remember a huge amount of the other. Okay, it is. It's still faster? Okay. Okay. Wonder why. We have the herb, the color. Imagine the partner. What is the ideal partner like? It's kind of like, is the second goat milk gonna appear? Fuck you, J-Bush! I'm not scared this time. I'm not scared this time. Ah! Fuck. Okay, so it actually does turn off my lights. Sometimes it gets me, sometimes it doesn't. It really depends.
Oh my.
Wait, I can explain. I really did fucking make her come back. I really like the under eyes. Oh, so we are meant to explain? I didn't mean to put the hand there. I've got nothing.
There's no need to be bashful, especially after all that time you spent playing coy.
Okay, so this is something from the first game, and also something they basically mentioned in here. So in the first game, basically, after, I guess, the first run of the game, everything is basically dreams. Character dreams. And she even mentions, like, this is her own dream. And it's kind of, are we an ideal partner for her in that case? Because we're not a cultist of hers? This is all very meta. So she wanted this in the end because this is her dream. Someone who called upon her but did not realize it, and then realizes that she is ideal partner.
In view of the circumstances, perhaps I will allow you to be my partner.
Really? And that's okay with you? Even though we just met? It is love at first sight.
Well, it's sudden, and it'll be a long, long time before I could ever trust you.
She has issues! She has issues! I'm sorry, I keep going back to the center of the screen. I'm a sucker for love. Yeah. She's a sucker for love too. Can I fix her? No, whatever's wrong with her is gonna be way hotter, isn't it?
I'm not exactly the god of taking things slow.
Yeah. No, she's way hotter broken.
Besides, I already have 1,000 children. There's no harm in it.
No, I didn't want... I thought we were playing a female character, to be perfectly frank. It's kind of a 1001. Is she gonna make me her child? Or... Because the other way doesn't work? Wait, what are we talking about?
Taking me as your partner?
She's gonna get me pregnant. Yeah, that's possible. Actually, yeah, shit. I didn't really think about that. It doesn't really matter, huh? She's an Eldritch horror beyond my understanding, of course. I thought you were talking about just being my girlfriend.
You thought the two definitions of partners that a fertility goddess was referring to the platonic meaning?
What? I didn't have to sound so excited about. Look, it's a video game. It's a dating sim. Also, I was reading another dating sim. I'm trying to remember what it was. And it was kind of a, like, something they felt was very wrong about the writing, I guess, for the male character. Like, talking about how, cheating. It was kind of a, all men cheat. It's kind of an, flawed narrator, perhaps? Is that the way they're going? Or is this, like, dev stuff seeping through? So, just kind of a... It's fine. It's fine. It's a video game. It's a video game. Catherine we're talking about? No, it was some other indie one that was free. It was in the horror section of Steam. I actually haven't played Catherine. I am very tempted to play it. I remember when it came out with a pizza box. And I know I watched someone else play it, and I saw that Catherine with a Q, I believe, too. And it's kind of a, it shouldn't be too horrific for me. I guess the question is, like, is it going to be too hard for the puzzles? Maybe, maybe not. But I think that I know what, I've read the plot line, so I kind of know what's coming. I think it'd still be fun to play, though, at some point. Yeah, I haven't really watched someone solve the puzzles. I do have a slot open for a longer form game to play. I just don't know what I'm gonna fill in that slot. I have some other concepts for what to do there. I just have to actually put it into fruition. Kind of a, do I set up my PS3? I have a PlayStation something, and I have a copy of Folklore that I want to play. And it's kind of a, I could do that. I should do that. Or I could play some other game instead. I just finished Legend of Mana. I finished a run of Legend of Mana, more so, in that slot. Yeah, I think it's Folklore. It's the... I remember when it first came out, and someone suggested I played it, but I didn't have the means to do so. And it's the one with the two lead characters. There's the, like, not grizzled. He looks like a fucking hobo journalist. And then there is the cute girl in a short plaid skirt. Yeah. And Keats is the name of the guy. Yeah. I was interested in playing Folklore. So that'd be slowly, or like solidly in retro, right? And the problem is that it's never been remastered and it's never been put out on something else officially. And I guess I could, like, I have a copy. I just needed the chords, I think. And that's it. Because I have the capture card and everything else. It's just that last little bit. Yeah, I know. It does really hurt to see those words being said. Hear those words being said, but it is what it is, isn't it? It is what it is.
What's the third?
What is the third? Cowboys?
Are you still joking around while standing so close to me? You should be melting with desire. Being anywhere within a mile of me should amplify your lust 1,000-fold.
Oh, that's an easy one. 1,000 times 0 is 0. So we don't have any lust in our body? Are we asexual? we're what not romantic. Are we like a biromantic asexual?
Are you saying what I think you're saying?
Yeah? Yep.
So, I take it you haven't had children yet?
Ew. Ew, why is she asking that? No. No?
And you aren't with child now?
No.
You're going to die here, and there's nothing I can do to help.
What the fuck? What? You're really not gonna help me just because I don't have kids?
It's not that I won't, it's that I can't. I am an entity of untapped cosmic potential, and I want a big family. The biggest family possible. I want every living thing
Because
to be a
I
direct
am
descendant of me or one of
maybe
my
not
followers.
barren, but like Jesus. Just because I don't have kids? Is there a word for that? Oh, there is a word. There is a word. I learned this a few years ago. There's a word for a woman who hasn't had a child versus a woman who has, and it's very specifically used in a certain context. Let me see if I can find it again. I don't... No, it's not spinster. It's a much more like medical term because certain things change. No, it's not. Well, I mean, yes, it is kind of that, which is why I'm spending an ungodly amount on my cats. But, there's another word for it. No, it's not postpartum either. It's a different one. Is there another word? It's an... This is kind of messed up. Okay. Maybe I should explain why. Yes, that's the word. Nulliparous. Yes. Yes, I don't know what the other word is. I'm going to guess it's kind of related. But yes, that is one of the words. I don't remember which one that is, if that means, like, I'm going to guess that's the not having kids one. Yes, yes, okay. Nulliparous. It has, I guess it's not really a word that you would come across except in very specific circumstances. So, primiparous is someone who has given birth once. And primigravida is her first pregnant. Okay, this is like a lot of fucking words. Multiparous has had multiple kids. Okay. Yeah. Learn a new word. I'm probably going to forget that word again because there's... Actually, no, I guess I have to know it for a little bit amount of time, but I'm going to forget it after that. Otherwise, there's no real need. Vocab test. A more concise way of referring to a woman who's never had kids. So actually, this makes her... let's see. So is she like a great, grand multipara? Is that the word? Viviparous? Okay. Milliparous? There needs to be like, oh, milliparous. Yeah, that's a good word. Milliparous. A milliparous woman.
Those that best serve that goal receive a fraction of my power. My most devoted followers are bestowed with gifts like extended lifespans, rapid healing, physical enhancement, and in some cases, immortality. And those followers are the ones looking for you.
So the ones that have had the most kids, I'm guessing? Is that what she's talking about?
You, on the other hand, have closed yourself off to my dark influence, and are mortal and vulnerable. No kids, no powers.
What if I don't want powers or kids?
What if I drained the life from your body and then used it to fertilize
Oops.
my wicked soil until something that will give me grandchildren comes crawling out?
Oh no. Okay, this is a weird thing, because it's kind of okay, hot goat lady. At the same time, oh, you want grandkids? Please don't. Please don't make me have grandkids. Oh, she's that mother. She's that mother. I take an involuntary step backwards.
I'm sorry. You didn't deserve that.
The words you want to hear from your mother. Oh, this is mommy issues. Fuck. I'm fine, don't worry about me. Let's move on to the next ritual so we can get out of here, okay? Holy moly, that was freaking scary. She's really taking this hard. I better go get the stuff for the next ritual. Please don't make me go there. Please don't fucking make me go leave this room. Oh shit. Epicurean feast. Collect the following. Meat from a living thing that died within the Black Woods. Check the meat rack in the dining room. Milk of the black goat! Store-bought 2% is apparently fine too. It's in the fridge. Lastly, a receptacle filled to the brim with liquid life. Blood. They meant blood. Please use blood from now on. Sorry. Chant while facing red fire candles. She was clearly flat. Yeah, that was the point where she was in that very same pose when she was like, smell me. You will feel desire. I mean, liquid life. There's really very few things it could be, aren't there? That also reminds me, I went through some messages I had, and I realized one of them was a recipe, but I didn't know what the recipe was for. There was nothing in it. It was just kind of a fuck. This is why it's important to write your recipe clearly, because it's kind of I could start making it, but I don't know what the fuck's gonna come out. I have a vague idea because of what the ingredients say, but interstitial fluid? Amniotic fluid? That sort of thing? Is that what you're meaning by interstitial fluid? What the fuck is interstitial fluid? Is that something you put in a car? Other juice that's not blood? I guess it's also a case of like, okay, so probably can't use menstrual blood then, right? Because that's mostly not actually blood. Headlight fluid? Ah, okay. So yeah, I guess you have to go direct to the tap there. You gotta make yourself really proper. You can't cheap out. But 2% is fine. Cerebrospinal fluid? Liquid life. Does like bone marrow count? Does bone marrow count? Yeah, human blood. The thing is, I think that it's hard to get animal blood nowadays. Wait, is she in our bed? Oh, holy shit, she is! Oh, but it looks kind of sad. More so just because, like, in a fucking futon on the floor. So, these followers are kind of like jealous ex-boyfriends then? You want nothing to do with them, but they won't let you leave?
Actually, yes. That's precisely right. They're like my exes. And using the same metaphor, if you try to date me, then my exes will hack you to death with farm tools.
Cotton drifting. If you know your butcher, yes, I'm sure you could do that. I suppose you could also probably go for like certain kinds of organ meats that would have a lot of blood in them. Honestly, like the way that I should say, probably like 50-50 for like how I consume blood would be probably in pudding form, which just doesn't really count. I feel like because it's soaked up. It's soaked up in oats and stuff. I've actually never seen or read that comic. I definitely avoided that.
I guess that last part wasn't.
I've read a number of like more indie comics, but I completely skipped over it. I think it might be a little bit of a yeah, Scott Pilgrim. I'd actually forgotten the name, but I distinctly remember the art style and the basis for the plot. I feel like it might be the kind of thing where things may change as you age. I feel like that's the same thing with a lot of media, honestly. Thinking about it earlier and kind of I probably would have enjoyed this when I was a couple decades younger, but nowadays it's just kind of that's it. That's the joke. Maybe just things have changed. You're not cheering for him to win so much as clean up his act and become a better person. I suppose that's fair. I suppose that's fair. But that's not necessarily the vibe I got initially, but again, I never read it. I guess that last part wasn't a metaphor. Oh, we have a name. Stardust now. I don't know if I can make a gulping noise that loud. Maybe I should get back to the rituals then. That wasn't the right kind of gulping noise. Fuck. Couple decades younger. I am 335, so of course you'd be younger. I want to say... Or you expect me to be a more human age? It's not like it's super uncomfortable. It's just kind of... maybe I shouldn't say boring. Kind of frustrating. I've probably read the story before.
That's probably a good idea.
One of the things I hate the most in more... I shouldn't even say modern, but in a lot of things now is there are anime and other things too that have... I should probably be working on the map while I go, just so I cannot be like super fucking scared as I go through it, because I can just chat and do things without really thinking about it and absolutely not get fucking stabbed in the middle of doing any of this shit. There's a whole thing about... See, this is where I got scared before. But if I just pretend... Haha. It's fine. It's absolutely fine. Why would I be stabbed in my own home? I don't know. Why would I be stabbed in my own home? This is actually... Okay. A little bit of... I'm gonna break this because I'm not sure if there's like a secret timer on here. This is actually supposed to be our own home. This was the home... Ancestral home. This was our grandmother's home. I believe it was also like our home because we have a room in here that was ours. And our parents were among the first to disappear. We had 9 siblings, and I guess we took them all out after the parents disappeared because why the fuck would you stay? And we have returned home. We had a piece of paper that told us to return home because mom's been getting scared with all the latest shit that's been going on down in town, and it was kind of a... They just fucking disappeared. What the fuck happened here? You heard that right. I thought I heard a thump in game. We're on a pause screen. We're on a pause screen. This can't be happening. Eh. Fuck. You can't do this to me, Chad. You can't do this to me. But in short, yes, it is. It should be our home. It should be our home. Do we explore new rooms? Oh, actually, I need to do this. So... Okay. Okay. It is 4th of July season. I guess it is the weekend for that. I haven't really seen a whole lot of that. I need to go this way. I need to go this way. But I just generally dislike in games when there is gamified, or I shouldn't say gamified stuff. Basically when it doesn't make sense for people to have a character sheet. For instance, the one with Aqua and Megumin and stuff. I hate that they have a fucking character sheet. That's not a world. I feel like that should have a character sheet. You shouldn't know what your luck stat is or anything like that. There are some things that I would give a pass on that for, but otherwise not really interested. That's an instant turn off. It feels lazy. This is a new room. Bird cage? The bird cage where my Gram kept your finches. It's been destroyed from the inside. I don't mind isekai. Yeah, you say that, but I don't know. Like, Konosuba was funny. I laughed, but at the same time, there were definitely some things where it was just like, okay, that's a tummy room. I thought that there was a chance to see, like, something else. Give me a second. I'm at peace. Seems normal. I have absolutely never seen this scene before in Little Nightmares. Absolutely not. What I need? Meat from a thing that died in the Black Woods. A tear of hunk of meat from the hook. Thank you, Death Noah, for the follow. 9. This should be what I'm looking for. It smells kind of strange. Is this beef? Pork? Whatever it came from? It was huge. I should move on before I count the number of legs hanging on hooks. Oh my fucking god, I thought that was something from in the game! What? It's just kind of a... did I hear something else? Why did they call it Little Nightmares? Yeah, it didn't actually cause me nightmares, but at the same time, like... I remember when I first played it, I was thinking, I'm never gonna play this fucking game again. But within the month, I thought, you know what? It wasn't that bad, and I went back. And it wasn't quite so bad, but it still got some shrieks. And it's just sort of a... That's it's sort of the blessing of a short memory, isn't it? Like, oh, it was fun, and completely forgetting the horrific parts. That's how it goes. Do I need blood? Okay, we need blood. A receptacle filled to the brim with liquid life. Blood. An unsettling amount with it. Of it. This is what the ritual calls for? It's kind of a, you know, filled to the brim with liquid life. It could have been a fucking thimble, you know? One last thing then. I need to go into the last room. Beast Boy, no. Someone did ask me once, I guess. There have been some questions like, what would I taste like? Like, am I planty? Am I meaty? And it's kind of a, I am still an elf, you know? Although, I want to say my blood is red, so I don't quite think it would look like that. Don't spill the blood on your way back. I'm gonna try not to. There's another thing in here of a case of, I don't remember how much was in the first game. Like, I don't know how long this demo is. Yeah, Elves in the Divinity series, 8 people. I will say the Garden Elves usually... I should say... I don't have fangs for a reason. Garden Elves generally don't eat people. But there are acquired tastes. There are acquired tastes. Generally, 2% from the fridge. What is that? This is the milk of the black goat? It looks like just a regular carton of store-bought strawberry milk with a label slapped on it. It's a missing label. I guess the cultists would have a hard time getting the real thing from Roxanne now that their relationship has soured. No pun intended. Oh my god, you can't just fucking milk your girlfriend. What the fuck? This is wine. It's wine. That's the pouring nose. What if she's... Noise. I don't have a girlfriend. What if she's into it? I guess that's between you and her. Or rather, I guess Stardust and Roxanne, or Roxanne and any one of her cultists. Maybe she is into it considering she has 1,000 fucking young. I didn't really consider that possibility. I'm sorry. Okay. This should be good enough. A chill just ran up my spine. Am I being watched? I have everything I need. I need to get out of here fast. Okay. Do we go to dining? Shit. Yeah, there's only one way out. Sorry, I'm switching to this a lot because I am worried. I am worried for myself. What's in the mystery bottle? Mystery bottle? Mystery bottle. Boo. Have I been in here? I have. Just kind of a... Okay. Oh my fucking god! My neighbors are gonna hate me. Oh no! Oh fuck! I have to do it over again! Like, it fucking crashed or something too! I have a code error right now! I have a code error. Error in action number 1 of Step Event 0. Oh, what is this? It threw an error too. Hold on. I have to abort. I'm sorry, I hit the wrong button. This is the second time that's happened. They really should have a... They should, but at the same time it's a demo and they don't expect people to abuse the escape button like that. Okay. No, it's the second time I've done it. I need to not rely on this potentially spooky... Oh, full screen. Potentially spooky.
Versus the one.
Okay. If you're a really fast reader, you can get through this, but otherwise I'm gonna just click, 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 click. Click, 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 click.
No.
So you get, like, an overview of it. Yeah, I'm speeding up to that point. So you can see all the characters and everything that happens.
Yeah.
Entire scene recaps? Yeah, this is just the recap. So that's weird because during this portion of the game, it actually like did something really funny. During the blackout, it actually made it so that I couldn't make it through. Or rather, I shouldn't say that. That wasn't what happened at all. I misspoke. It had a black screen. And it disappeared from OBS. So that was just really weird. The plant mister. Because sometimes you don't want. Okay, plant mister, idle black goat. We have the candles doused, right? Yeah, we do.
Insolent human! You dare call upon Roxanne, the all-mother of the Black...
I'm gonna skip through the rest, but just kind of you got to hear what her name is from the source. All the goat noises. Oh right, here's the section where she's like, come, smell me.
This is a real low point.
Yeah. Oh no, it's a furry. Look, we've... yeah, it's a sequel to Sucker to Love. It's the second one, and I'm not a furry, but spawn partner. So we're supposed to pick an herb we like, and we were gonna do lavender. Oh shit, I meant to take lavender. We're gonna turn the lights to red. Am I gonna finish what? I'm not a furry. But she's a goat MILF. She's a really well-designed goat MILF. So we have the aromatic herb, ritual candles, imagine ideal partner. Yep, okay. Actually, one more very slight adjustment. There we go. Now we chant. I actually have watched Beastars. I watched all of it, and I actually kind of... Yeah, look. Look! She's back.
Go ahead.
I liked Beastars, but I also kind of hated some of it. It felt very shonen. It felt kind of very... I shouldn't say stupid. There were some parts where it was kind of a, this is... I don't understand this. I don't understand why they're acting this way. And I guess it's kind of is this arrogance in the characters that they're acting this way? That they had to do, it had to come to this state? So it was sort of a, I'm not certain if I like the direction it's going in. When the second season finished, I think.
Especially after all that time you spent playing coy. In view of the... You're... Those... You...
Yes, 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 Roxanne.
I'm sorry.
She's cute. I shouldn't say cute. She is kind of cute. She's not like 100% sexy all the time, you know? What do those mouths do, though? Unimaginable horrors. Look at those teeth. Do you want those teeth? Okay, like, okay, biting... You just have to be careful.
Actually,
We did this. I just want to make sure I still talk to her because I'm not certain if that might affect how the plot works. Actually, it's just real quick. It's kind of, is that a hair braid? I guess it is. At first I thought it was a laurel. I mean, for like Nyarlathotep, she was probably like more in the sexy category. Most of the time, the other time she was flustered or horrifying. Versus this is kind of, she's not like soft ooh mom, but as a plant elf, does Prim prefer carnivores? Carnivores. Solidly carnivores. I don't necessarily know if that has to do with as... Wait. Were these here before? They were. Now I remember it. That explains also why there's so many hearts. Have a good night, Sunspot. Don't let the goat milfs bite. Kind of a wait. I didn't see anything there, right? That's fine, that's fine. It's sort of the... It only took a few... It only took a little bit to get back here. These things happen. These things happen. For the following thing. Thank you for the follow, Sunspot. There have been definitely some times where it's kind of a... I want to follow someone, but I also don't want them to know. I don't want to do it on stream, so I'll like... try and wait for when they're not streaming, and then I completely forget about it in between. Epicurean feast. I feel like it, yeah, it is a thing. I don't know what that word 100% means. What if you want them to bite? Enjoy your teeth. Enjoy your dentata, I guess. Find you someone who has all those teeth. Or even, like, improved teeth. Sorry, I'm debating on, like, the best way of going about this without, like, going through new rooms. Because I really don't want to have to go through new fucking rooms. But I guess no matter what, it's actually kind of inevitable. Okay, we're doing this. We did this before. We're grabbing the meat real quick. We're just taking the milk. High quality. Ah, okay. Another vocab word today. We had nulliparous. Now we have Epicurean. Now we get the fuck out. As quickly as possible. Again, it was kind of a case of shit. Did you hear that? You heard that, right? There was a noise? Okay, so a few days ago, it was, I think 2 or 3 in the morning, and I swear there was a bird chirping. It was just sort of a, what the fuck are you doing awake at this hour? What the fuck? Normally I don't hear them until like 5. Although my schedule is going to be changing fairly, I shouldn't say shortly, but wait, this is the right way to go. Kind of a, we just do this. We just do this. Was it always so bloody and weird? It wasn't, right? It wasn't. It wasn't always so bloody and weird, was it? Meat, milk, blood. I didn't grab the blood. Fuck! I didn't grab the blood. I didn't. Why, chat? Why did you not say I didn't grab the blood? Why didn't anyone tell me I didn't grab the blood? Now I have to go back. I have to do it all the way. I have to go all the way back. I don't have blood. What am I supposed to do? I had red lights. These are red? These are not red. Oh, all the lights are glitched now. All the lights are fucked up. I didn't even read to see if there was a thing about, like...
An
Hey.
outer god, yes.
You're basically a god, right? If these cultists have been bothering you, couldn't you, I don't know, fight them?
What kind of mother would I be if I harmed my children?
She's a shitty mom, isn't she? Point taken.
But in all seriousness, I can't do anything to hurt my followers directly. Because never in my wildest dreams could I hurt a human. But maybe doing no harm isn't the same as doing good.
That's very fair. I wish there was a way to check what items I have, because I'm pretty certain I didn't pick up the blood this time, and it's kind of a, I don't remember if I had a note of like, hey, I'm being watched after grabbing the milk, or is it just a case of, after I grab the last thing, that's what would happen. I wasn't paying enough attention. I did not get blood this time around. It's just more of a, did I get a notification of having fucked up? And I don't remember what room it was in either, which is a problem. This is a new room. I fucked up. I didn't mean to go into this room. Just kind of a, why does it look so much different than before? Fuck. Actually, are we sure it's in there? No, it's in here. A receptacle filled to the brim with liquid life. Okay, yeah, so I didn't actually get the chill message until now. I really hope this doesn't rush longer just because, like, fuck. I need to get out of here fast. Hold on, I think I hear something. Really quick, I actually do think I hear something. Give me a second. I have cats, and sometimes they get a little worrisome. No, I can't see that. I can't see that. I'm gonna be... Alcavidian. It wasn't, I don't know what it was. It wasn't a cat though. There was no cat nearby. I see what you did. Right as I opened the door, that happened. Goat Mom got summoned to Ira. Look, I want to say, okay, it's kind of a, it's not that I don't have the space for that, but just kind of a, I think about it, it's kind of a, I guess the basement would be the best option for that, and I don't want to think about the basement. I do not. I do not. Okay, so it is in the meat room. I was thinking the milk room. I confused the milk room for the meat room. I think this is the right way? I got like really close, didn't I? Before when I fucked up? So it's just like, I know where I have to go. I hate the noise is really good, but I also really hate it. Give me a second. I'm gonna put my mouse really up here. So, that got me. The noise and, so I still kept it on for that, so the lights went out. The lights went out. That got me with the noise. Like, all together, just... Fuck. Okay, I was about to hit main game. That's not what I need to do. What I need to do is... We have the red candles? They don't look red, but they are red.
Well done. Looks
We
like
made
you did
food for
everything
her.
Perfectly. Impressive.
We just made dinner for her. What do we need the milk for? What the fuck? That, I guess that's a fucked up thing. Like, we use your own milk in here? Nothing to it. If all the rituals are this easy, you might just get out of here.
Perhaps so.
That's not how it works. Milk and blood does not make wine. I think the texture would be really weird. It's kind of like making a, have you ever made a car bomb? In terms of the drink? I feel like maybe maybe I should have put like the tag for mature stuff on here on the chat. A car bomb drink. You put a shot of like heavy cream, or is it half and half or something like that, into it doesn't quite mix well, and part of that. Oh, actually, blood might be a little different because I have heard that in baking, if you need egg, you can substitute with blood. So, like, maybe there is something to it, but I kind of really doubt it.
I don't want to leave things as they are between us. Your life is your own. I'm sorry for losing my composure.
Oh, that? I nearly forgot about that already. I'm a little surprised a literal god would bother apologizing to a human at all. She is rather personable. How do I know these things? Because sometimes I almost spilled it. Sometimes you need to do some substitutions in your baking. That's why. And sometimes you have these things on hand. Also, egg is kind of hard to replace.
I've given it some thought. And while you may be blasphemously abstinent, you're the only person in the world that can help me.
This is sex, isn't it? Just like listening to the background music. I'm not saying I have baked with blood, but I'm also not saying I haven't baked with blood.
You see, If you
And
step within
it's
range
never
of
been
my words,
confirmed that I eat
any
people.
desire you have that will lead you
More
closer
specifically,
to me
humans.
is amplified to such an intense degree that it's unbearable. And most of the time, it's lust.
Holy water? It's not holy water. Yeah, you can make with blood. I can double check if you want. Yeah. There is a substitution ratio. 65 grams of blood stands in for 1 egg. Hey, look, it's not cannibalism if there are different species. So it's okay. As long as it's not another elf.
Anyone who is led here seeking carnal or animalistic pleasures develops
The cannibalism what you were worried about?
and becomes a cultist.
It's not... Okay, like, if you eat brains and stuff, that might be a concern. But if you avoid that sort of thing, then it's not like that many diseases will come past. You have to source them ethically, too. Safer that way. Oh, so that's what the Sacramento stare is about. Ethically sourced brains. I'm not a big fan of I'm not a big fan of brain. Just don't eat humans. You're not in trouble, don't worry. I want to say I do eat plants too, but at the same time I consider chat to be nightshades. Chat is nightshades. And I suppose fortunately for you, nightshades nightshades are toxic. They're poisonous.
If you are brought into my woods for any other reason, you don't become one of my chosen 1,000, and your desire will make you futilely search the woods for what isn't there. You'll forget to eat and sleep.
Poisonous.
You'll search
Yeah,
and
yeah,
search
yeah.
until you die of exhaustion and become fertilizer for the woods to grow further.
Honorary plants, avoiding diets. It's not, again, it's it's not that you're a plant that you're safe. Poisonous plant. Do you know what what the nightshade family consists of? Or like some of the plants in there that you may have heard of?
The woods have indeed toyed with your emotions to bring you here. That paper was likely never a letter from your parents, but the woods made you believe it was. I'm sorry.
Tomatoes and potatoes. Also eggplants. So they really aren't still alive?
They were likely consumed by my woods no more than 3 days after they disappeared.
3 days. Seems like an important number. That's why for potatoes, you're not... like the green parts. When I say green parts, I mean like the actual plant is poisonous. Yeah, don't eat like tomato greens. Like they're thinking about some other plants, and you can eat like dandelion greens and stuff like that, and chrysanthemum greens. Do not eat tomato greens. They don't really sell them. Specifically for that reason, I'm sure. Not really edible. I feel like I've been punched in the gut. The dust is long settled on my parents being gone, but the grief never faded.
Eat. It'll give you your strength back. The woods won't let you feel how tired you are.
Tomatoes. Yeah. Tomatoes are in the nightshade family. That's why you're nightshades. Not specifically tomatoes, but you have a lot of variety there. Although, if you think, okay, so I'm thinking about cooking companions, and it's kind of a, I don't remember if there was a tomato. I do remember there was a potato. Do not be like potato. Do not be like potato. I don't feel tired at all, but come to think of it, I felt like I was gonna collapse when I made it to this house. I don't think I've eaten since I got the letter, either. I take a few bites, and the tears abate.
There. It'll be all right, Stardust.
So that's why they were able to give us a name. Stardust? How did you know my parents' nickname for me?
Anything that dies within my Blackwoods becomes a part of it. A part of me. Their love for you likely lives on in me.
Oh, that's sad. I guess that settles it. My parents really are gone. That's the only way she could know that name. That's outright terrifying. But I feel strangely comforted that part of them is still here somewhere. And you want, well, actually, I was going to say you want to fuck the goat that has those memories that for part of your parents. It's kind of a, well, actually, that's the reason why we're in this mess, isn't it? A little bit, because you don't want to fuck the goat. So I guess that's good. I hope this isn't an offensive question, but how come this book said you were benign? All the missing people, and the people that came looking for them. You ate them?
It was never supposed to be like this. I came bearing gifts of safe childbirth for infant and mother, hungerlessness, disease immunity. But instead, my own worshippers tormented me until it broke my hearts. Now my woods are bloodthirsty, and I'm forced to watch innumerable die.
Pass on that entire... Is it incest? I mean, we're not gonna fuck her, so I don't think. At best, it's gonna be a kiss. I say at best. At worst, I guess it's gonna be a kiss. But no, so at the other game, when we hit 3 hearts, we were able to, I don't want to say consummate the relationship, but we were able to kiss our date, so to speak. Yeah, the aim of it is to be able to smooch the Eldritch being at the end. Mommy issues the game. Yeah, it does very much seem that way. I don't know why I expected any less from a game that has this as its opening character. But why? How could somebody do something like that? How could somebody have so much hate in their hearts?
Because it's had an eternity to accumulate. Are they coming? Already? No, 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 no!
I forgot. Roxanne is just as scared as I am. I need to be more careful with showing fear for her sake. I don't want to play this game anymore! It could just be the house. The place is old and rotten in some places, so sometimes the house shifts on its own. Thank you, Glail, for the follow. I'm gonna sit up. I'm gonna sit up. I am fixing my own stuff. I'll check it out. It sounded like it came from the kitchen. No, 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 we cannot.
Sit tight. Another episode of Seeker for Love.
Okay. Saved by the demo. Thank you, developers, for cutting it here because I don't know if my heart could take any more. It was interesting that she had multiple hearts, though. I vaguely recall, I guess, this happening with the playthrough that I had of the original game. Like, the demo wasn't super long. Thank you, The Mysterious Emblem, for the follow as well. Thank you for sticking it out and helping me through this. But also making it worse. I remember those lights out. Don't think I will forget. Yeah. How about the second game? Haven't quite caught me there yet. But yeah, I think I'm only gonna probably bust it out for like horror. I say horror games, scary games, which I don't know how many more I'm gonna play. I say that, and yet like I would like to play this, but at the same time, like, do I actually have the constitution to play this? Because this one feels a lot creepier than the first one did, because it's a lot more space to deal with. And it immediately starts being creepy, as opposed to the previous one, which kind of, again, frog boil, creepy. And there is Little Nightmares too, which I think I'm also interested in. And Yomawari, Night Alone. Although it's not Night Alone for the second one, is it? There was a little bit of movement in the first game. The first game had the main room, and the bathroom, and then the balcony. But it also, I don't remember if the first one had the... No, it did have the room layout, but I don't remember it being quite so perspective-based. It was more like left-right scroll, and less Google Image Maps-esque. Yeah, it does get to be different, but I am afraid of the unknown. I am afraid. I'll look into Paradise Killer too. I have it written down. The dread, yeah, opening doors again. It's just like, no, please don't make, you cannot make me. Please. I am so worried about what I'm going to see on the other side, and I know that's going to be a thing that's going to happen. Yeah, it's... Okay, there's actually nothing else I can do here. Yeah, there's nothing else I can do here. Oh, we can actually kind of read it. And there's a little bit of glitching, but I mean, it is a demo. Yeah, I guess there's so much potential I could do with that. It's just kind of a, fuck. And I'm not ready. I'm not ready. I wonder when this is actually going to be coming out. Do they have a release date for it? Shh. Shh. Look, you never know. You never know what's available. Oh, actually, there's one more thing we can do, maybe. There's actually a promo video, and I haven't actually watched it yet. And it has some stuff that I haven't seen yet. So, let's pop that open real quick. I do have to wonder if there's like a better way to see this. That's a Markiplier thing. Okay. No. I don't want it to play quite yet. This should be fine. This should be fine once I pop it up. You don't see anything on the left. You see nothing. You see nothing. Can I actually... Oh, that's just the size it is. We can make it a little larger. How much is on the side? Okay. Oh, there's still actually a little bit of a gap. Boop. Okay. React from... Yeah, look, it's a demo of a game we just played. It's like the full animated PV. Oh, I don't have the audio on. That would probably be a big deal. Let me grab the audio too. Hopefully this is the right one. Let me double check. Okay. Oh, sunflowers are cute. Oh shit, this is loud. Face melting guitar solo. Magical girl time. I wonder if that's Buck too. So we turn into a goat girl. Because Eldritch noises? Oh, we do get a full listing of who the characters are. Hold on. We got a full listing of the characters. Hold on. So we have Nani. That's why. So she's a nanny. She's a nanny goat. Billy. Billy is a girl? Question mark? Maybe? Hard to tell. Yeah, I know that. So all her children are, I'm guessing they're all her children. Yeah, they have to look at that stare. That is a Sacramento stare, isn't it? Hold on. Does the first one have a Sacramento stare? Okay, let's go back a little bit more. I guess, okay. Yeah, Nani has a Sacramento stare there with the purple. Billy has a Sacramento stare. Stardust has no Sacramento stare, as far as we know. Moo, the shy Shoggoth. Huh. So she is an Eldritch horror. But I guess I'm skipping some characters here. Can I stop on Roxanne, the Black Goat of the Woods? Her design has changed a little bit. She doesn't have the, I feel like, gold neck piece necessarily anymore, and the gold headpiece, but maybe that's just because she's a bit more fallen from grace. Ah. It doesn't super like... Okay, Buck. Yeah, that is Buck. That is Buck. It's a little... okay, this might be a little... Just kind of a... If there are all her children... It's a little concerning that she was being worried about her boyfriend being stolen from her. Yeah, yeah. Oh, there's also Kid. And he's another child. So, oh god, and he has a rope. Oh my fuck. Okay, he has a rope too. And he's got the cross too. And it's just kind of a, these are all going to be my torturers, aren't they? They're going to be the ones I'm up against. And thinking about also like, so they're all her exes, sort of, ish. So it's kind of a... Is that really going to show up? Is that really going to show up? 4 crazy exes, and then us. Little cutie. Then again, they don't show us... We might still end up with a Sacramento stare, honestly. Considering we're here. And it's not something you always have. And looking at, what was it? This. Yeah. We end up with a Sacramento stare eventually, don't we? And horns. Yeah. So we have a proper magical girl transformation. This was the one shot where it was kind of... is this... Okay, that is Buck. This is super 90s, isn't it? Super 90s. Oh, you're right! That makes so much sense with Moo. I'd kind of forgotten about that. That I honestly thought Moo was more like a mascot character, to be perfectly frank, with the way that they were talked about. Okay. Yeah, the subtitles too. It's just more so. I feel like a little Yomiko Reitman in this particular character, for instance, but not 100%. Just like a very rough influence at one point. Sorry, trying to figure out how the background works with the giant's eye and everything. Rue. Then we have Buck with his gun. We have Nanny. And Kid. And Billy. Okay. I see what they did a little bit here too. Like they reuse these pieces for the ending too, as part of the... Wait, actually, hold on. So they all have the blue or the purple eyes, the goat eyes in these shots all the time. Wait, she had a bloodstained knife as one of her charms. So she has a cute little flower, cute little kitty face, and the fucking bloodstained knife. She's also got the leopard print, so... Oh, you know what? I guess this is like early... Is it... When did Gyaru really start becoming a thing? Nani is the first encounter in the house. I wonder. It's kind of a... It would make some sense since she was the one who was initially following us. At the same time, it's kind of a feeling of if it's Nani initially, that's an instant attempt to kill us kind of move. If it's another character, like Billy, then it might be a case of, oh, you're here, so you have to be another cultist, one of the other 1,000, right? I just don't know you yet. That sort of situation? Maybe? Oh, yeah. Gyaru have been around for... a while. You assume it's Buck? That could work too. There's a whole lot of options. I mean, I'm thinking about like Ganguro. I know that was a thing at least in the... since the early 2000s. But it's kind of a case of... where does Ganguro end and Gyaru really start, I guess? The division between all that stuff. So like gals. Yeah. So when is Gyaru? I feel like Ganguro is like taken really far and Gyaru is like pulling it back a lot. Okay, so I guess Gyaru subculture was at its peak during the Heisei era, which is 1989 to 2019. Yeah, Gyaru is more typical. It's not as extreme. Oh wow, the circle lenses do a lot. I'm looking at really quickly at the Wikipedia page for Gyaru. No, there's Code Gyaru as well. So it's gone through a bunch of different times. So Ganguro is more mid-90s, I guess. So Gyaru came earlier, I suppose, and Ganguro kind of spun off from that, it seems like. And it's kind of a case of, I'm going to guess that Ganguro has not, it's probably not that popular right now. Emo and goth. I guess so. I never quite... Okay, so I guess for goth, it's more of a case of... I shouldn't say this. Maybe I should describe more about my interpretation of what emo was. Also, I guess maybe I'm conflating emo with scene. Because every time I think of emo, I also think about that fucking scene wolf. If anyone... Do you know what I'm talking about if I say scene wolf? You also think of scene when you think of emo? Okay, where's the fucking scene wolf? Can I bring this up without... Okay. Let me just see I just want to see the image. Just let me see image. Scene wolf, scene wolf. Actually, this is... You don't see anything on the right. This is scene wolf. Every time I think of emo, I think of scene wolf. I know that I guess they're distinct things, but... Then again, thinking about, like... I've been to goth... I guess maybe goth isn't the right word. A dark wave concert. And... I guess it's kind of a bit of a merger there. A little bit of a merger, because I still remember the girls had like these big... The dancers had these big furry things on their legs. Huge fucking furry things. So it's kind of a weird combination of like dance and goth. But I feel like someone who's goth probably won't have like pink dyed hair versus someone who is emo who could have pink dyed hair. I don't know. I feel like the goth is usually much more into black and white, I suppose, versus scene. I could be wrong. That was not in my area of expertise. There's really only one way most Westerners know the word ganguro. Whatever could you be meaning, Azure Shot? Goblins into black. It's not entirely black, but I guess, yeah, for fashion it would be black. Thinking about, like, not that I went through a goth phase, but I certainly did dye my hair black at one point, and I had a lot of black clothing, so kind of a... Maybe a little goth. Hello, Daniel. Who is up and running stuff? Because I don't really know if I'm capable of playing the second game that I downloaded. I can at least show you what it was. We can watch the trailer, but at the same time, I'm looking at it and thinking, do I have the heart for this? Do I have the constitution? Can I copy paste it? Okay, I did. I'm not gonna have that play because I don't want to accidentally shriek in the background or something. Thank you for the water. I'm gonna have some actual water. It was absolutely a phase. It was absolutely a phase. It was not Gothic Lolita either. The reason I actually did that was because I was dressing up like Death from Sandman. So I actually dyed my hair black for that instead of wearing a wig. Actually, one comment I'm really proud of for that was I was asked by someone else who I was. It was someone that I had interacted with quite a bit, and it was kind of the costume is Death. And they were kind of no, like, who are you? How do I know you? I have to know you, but I don't know how. I don't know what your name is. It was kind of is it really that easy? Just change your hair color, put on some, I guess, like, lighten your skin tone a bit. And wear a lot of black. I had done the same costume before, but I only sprayed my hair, and it's kind of like spray hair color doesn't really do the same job as like strictly dyeing it. I guess that may have also been the volume of hair too, because for death, I ended up teasing my hair. That was horrific to get out. I teased my hair. For teasing hair, it's basically, I don't remember the exact order of it, but you have to kind of comb your hair wrong and apply a lot of hairspray to keep it in that position. It was painful. It was painful. It was very popular in the 80s to get that sort of poofy frizzled look. Let's see if we can find an image of teased hair. Oh god, this is also horrific. That's kind of how it works. I'm trying to think, there's got to be someone who... It gets a lot of volume in your hair. Okay, yeah. Tease hair the proper way? Is there really a proper way? I'm not certain. Okay, I got an image. I got an image. Take a section, hold it in one hand, brush the opposite way most of the way, and then brush the very top layer over it. That feels about right. Again, I only ever did it for the costumes, and it was kind of such a painful process that it was kind of, I never want to do this again. I will get a fucking wig. I did actually dye my hair for another costume years after that, but at least I didn't, I dyed my hair and cut my hair, but I haven't teased my hair. I have not teased the hair. Okay. Thank you. And I'm not shrimping. I'm not shrimping. I'm fixed in terms of position. I generally don't use hairspray either. But it still does have its uses. Special occasions, getting special updos. It's just such a pain to deal with later. Okay. This is Dagon.
I am writing this under an appreciable mental strain, since by tonight I shall be no more. It was in one of the most open and least frequented parts of the broad Pacific. The Great War was then at its very beginning. Such visions as I had experienced were too much for me to endure again. I think I went mad then. The end is near.
This was the game that I was going to have as a second game if I ended up needing a little bit extra, but it's kind of a, I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can. Like, the trailers don't seem that scary. Right? Oh, shit, except open water. I also feel like I know this typeface. In 30 minutes. I've heard of people talking about, oh, you can complete Mortuary Assistant in like a rather short amount of time. But if the longer you take, the worse it gets. It's kind of a case of, yeah, this may be 30 minutes if you're speed running. But for me, I don't know if that's going to be the same. I do not think it will be the same. Yeah, open water eye. What's the phrase? Is it... I always think of it as thalassophobia, but I'm pretty certain that's not actually how it's pronounced. Oh, thalassophobia. Yeah, thalassophobia. A fear of deep water. That is... yeah, right here. I could never play Subnautica. I should never play Subnautica. And I dread most water levels of games. Kind of a little sad considering I was just on the water a while ago. Not like super deep water, but deep enough that like I wouldn't want to go swimming in it. I don't not want to go swimming in it. Okay, Mario water levels are fine. But the more like 3D ones. I remember okay, so Spyro I believe has water levels, right? Maybe not the first one, but like later ones I'm pretty certain have water levels. Let me just double check. Let me double check. Yeah, there are aquatic worlds. And I vaguely recall another game that had like mechanical sharks in the water. I do not want to deal with that. Okay, yeah. There are water levels for Spyro. Oh, I actually don't... I should specify I haven't really played any 3D Mario games. I've only played platformers, I guess. I should also further specify that I do have Luigi's Haunted Mansion 3 for the Switch. I haven't actually played it yet. Maybe I should... Maybe I could play that for July. I've heard that someone was doing a thing, Jump Scare July, and it's kind of Luigi's Mansion should be in my alley in terms of it's not actually really scary, right? But at the same time, I'm a fucking wimp, so like maybe it'll be just the right amount of scary. Maybe I can take horror meant for children, scary things meant for children. Maybe. Yeah. I do still have that copy. So I don't know if there's going to necessarily be like a water level in Luigi's Mansion, but I've never played like Super Mario RPG or any of the 3D entries. Scary kid games. There's another thing of I did play Pokemon Snap. It's called Snap, right? On stream, and I want to say the people who watch that, it's kind of a younger audience. I'm a little afraid of that because I don't want to have to tone things down, but I guess with the new Twitch warnings, I don't have to worry about that as much. Ish. But yeah, Jump Scare July, and it's kind of a Luigi's Mansion I could do. Luigi's Mansion surely won't freak me out that bad. Yeah, I picked it up because I remember playing Snap a lot as a much younger elf. I say that I never got very far because I played a demo version in a store. Puzzle Agent freaked me out. Look. I have a weak constitution. I have a weak constitution when it comes to horror things. I don't... Okay, if you've ever seen any of the Goosebumps movies and stuff, I refuse to watch those because I thought they were too scary at the time. Even still now, it's kind of a... I'm not 100% certain if I would be fine watching Goosebumps 100% fine. I think I might still be a little too spooked. I just have to build this. I had to build it up. I have to build up this tolerance. And this was, you know, a step towards that, isn't it? Yeah, actually. I remember I was at a sleepover or something, and almost everyone else voted for Goosebumps, and I was the only one who voted to watch Sailor Moon. And that was because I was too afraid of Goosebumps. Yeah. I ended up, I think, going... Either they watched Goosebumps and I just kind of, like, left, or they watched Sailor Moon because they pitied me. It's been... I've read the book. Like, it's not... It's not a surprise. It's just the immersion into it might be a bit much. Also, it's a VR game. I do not have VR, but just kind of it's... It might be much. I do know that Lovecraft tends to be very verbose in terms of his descriptions. That fills up a lot of space. And like, you know, not a lot actually happens in a lot of his stories necessarily. Like very little actually happens, I believe, in Call of Cthulhu. Aside from like shipwreck and shipwreck, it's kind of nothing happens, just a shipwreck. But it's kind of a shipwreck, walk into weird non-Euclidean shit, escape, write letter, something like that, right? Minecraft, I actually have. I don't want to say I have played Minecraft, and I've shrieked at Minecraft, so I feel like I can't really play it during certain times because I don't want to wake people up by like screaming because something blew me up and I didn't realize it, or like shit, I'm holed up in this. I built my own tomb to die in because I didn't want to deal with the things coming out at night. I am a horrific Minecraft player. You do not want to watch me play Minecraft. It is probably excruciating. I haven't gotten very far in Minecraft for those exact reasons, where I just die. I'm not a very skilled Minecraft player. Do not watch me play Minecraft. It is a VR game, this game. Dig on. Yeah, there's a VR supported game. I don't have a VR. But part of this is also like the music. Listen to that music. It really helps sell it. So I guess it works against people who have overactive imaginations. It did not catch me. That did not catch me that time. Yeah. So I have it. Did I download it? I did download it, but I don't know if I'm gonna play it. It's not something I would play on my own. I mean, I shouldn't say that. I generally don't play horror of my own volition. Creative mode in Minecraft? Yeah, that's true. I don't know if... I think the survival portion is fun. I don't know. If I'm playing like creative Minecraft, I might just want to play a different game. Like another building game. Although I guess it would be fun to like, there are people have built worlds and stuff that you can kind of visit, right? I've heard of people making recreations of cities and stuff. Okay, that actually kind of got me. The music in the video started playing and it was kind of why is everything suddenly going like whoom? You only dig on peaceful mode. I've only played survival. And I almost always died in my own hubris. You should please force me to play. It's not force. You have to trick me into doing so. Otherwise, I will only do it of my own volition. Betrayal at House on the Hill is really fucking fun. Slaughterhouse is also really fun. We're talking board games, horror-themed board games. Dead of Winter is also kind of fun. I'm okay with zombies. Kind of in board games. That's pretty much it. Monster Slaughter is beautiful, though. Thinking about Betrayal. Okay, maybe I should show pictures of what I'm talking about. Let me grab a picture of Betrayal at House on the Hill. Yeah, we've talked about it. I have the opportunity to play a physical copy, but I haven't taken the steps yet to do so. And I can also play the digital one, but it's also a case of, then I have to learn all the fucking rules. I've seen the models, and the models are gorgeous. They're beautiful. I've seen beautifully painted versions of them, but at the same time, it's kind of like, wow, that line has so many dicks on it. That I had to watch my words. This large infantile, okay, that's even worse. There's just a lot of dicks I am not, I cannot show it on stream, but if you look up Kingdom Death monsters, some of the monsters are perfectly fine. There's a Slenderman XP, for instance, that looks really, I think he looks really cool when he's painted, and he doesn't have any dicks on him as far as I know. Their humanoid models for the survivors are pretty cheesecakey, and some of the monsters are cheesecakey too. Kingdom Death monster. Yeah, I mean, the men are scantily clad too. Look at the male survivors. I've seen a lot of cool like object source lighting with the survivors too. It's not the lion, I guess, that has all the dicks. There's a couple other monsters though that have like, oh, I'm thinking of the lion god, not the white lion. The lion god has more dicks than one would expect. Twins? I don't know if I was thinking about the twins. Let me take a look. I haven't seen the twins actually. Oh yeah, no, I have seen the twins. I remember seeing someone like, wow, it was in a painting thing. It was kind of a, yeah, look at all those sausages, delicious. Yeah, okay. I maybe I have shown this on stream. I don't know if I have or not. If you look up Kingdom Death Monster Twins on Google image search, one of them has a outfit made of sausages. And I mean, the other, I guess they actually both have outfits also made of tongues, it looks like. That's what I would hazard it to be. Designs are pretty crazy. At first I thought you meant for like the sexualization. Like, yeah, they're cheesecakey, but again, they do male cheesecake too. And then it's kind of a, oh wait, that's right, the outfits. The outfits. I think I may have just looked at the art because it's kind of a, well, you can very clearly see based on the art that she's wearing human tongues. Summer, Vienna. I don't think that they're European, to be perfectly frank, so I'm gonna guess summer. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I'm going to guess summer. But yeah, their models are really beautiful. And it's like, I don't want to say that's a major reason for getting the physical copy, because the physical copy also costs a shit ton of money. I guess, you know, it's cool to see it in 3D on a computer screen too, but it's not the same. And also, I guess you have to have, how to put it? Is it a little sad to play with unpainted minis? Maybe. Maybe. What game is Sasha going to play tomorrow? Tomorrow is Saturday, right? Yeah, Kingdom Death Monster is all about that. Fear. Oh, yeah. I've seen people playing Fear and Hunger. Yeah. I have seen a bunch of people playing Fear and Hunger. And it's kind of it's allowed, right? Because it's in passing. As long as she doesn't get caught by a guard, right? Like a certain guard monster. I don't know if that's a game I would ever play, because I also actually really have a strong aversion to dismemberment and like beheading. But in writing, it's not bad. It's more so like visuals in animation, like video, and video games. And that's why I really dislike zombies, because it's chock full of that. Oh, I meant not so much that, but the guard has a particular thing that basically puts you out of the game. I distinctly remember something about like you have to, if you get captured by the guard, it's better that you have cut his dick off first, because otherwise you're out of the game. On a few fronts. I'm sorry, they don't call it that. They call it something else, don't they? They call it something else. Yeah, it's a fucked up game. But yeah, there's also dismemberment in the game. So a lot of dismemberment. Like that's a part, the stinger. Yeah, the stinger. The mechanics of the game, your party can be dismembered piece by piece. And it's kind of it's not bad watching. I could probably play it, but I'm not certain if I really want to. And I'm okay with watching it as long as I don't think about it too deeply. Then again, I mean, I do have MPD Psycho sitting on my shelf, which opens up with a girl in a luggage case, I think it was, with a aquarium pump, ear pump. But that was more fine because it's not a game. MPD Psycho, it's a manga, and there was also a movie. I haven't watched the movie. I refuse to watch the movie based on what I've read of the manga. It's MPD Psycho. It's a manga, and you might recognize the cover. The first one, maybe not the cover. One of the big things is like barcodes on eyes. But there's a lot of fucked up shit going on in it. It's basically a big old body horror series. You're playing, or rather the main character is a detective who is essentially kind of chasing after these serial killers. I shouldn't even say serial killers. Serial criminals. Because I'm thinking about the plants, the gardener. And it's kind of like, they're not dead. They wish they were dead. Or they would wish they were dead. But they're not dead. So, serial criminal. They're not all boys. Frankenfran was also pretty good. I feel like MPD probably took it further, but I could be wrong. I don't know if I ever finished all of Frankenfran. Another one for body horror. Let me think. There was another one. I probably even shouldn't. It wasn't like 100% body horror. It was actually quite far from it now that I think about it. And also, I never read the ending because it never got translated. Even the translators kind of threw up their hands by the ends. Ghost Talker's Daydream. It had some, maybe I should say body horror. It got some, if that's the one I'm thinking of, parts nailed to a tree sort of scenarios going on in there. But yeah, the official English translators threw up their hands. The unofficial English translators threw up their hands. Never got the fucking ending. Maybe it's out by now. Maybe they rescued it a third time. I'm not holding my breath. Oh, right. I found a board game. Let's see. Where is it? If I can spell it. So we're talking about Betrayal at House on the Hill. I'm fine with that, but you know what else they made? You know what else they ended up making? Every time I open that window, it pops up with this music. They also made this. For if you're actually really spooked by shit, I guess. I have a copy of this. I also have the Baldur's Gate version and the second edition of the first game. Yeah. Baldur's Gate 1 is actually really fun because of the addition of the particular skills per character, per PC. But at the same time, it doesn't have the 3rd floor. It does have the interesting effect with the tiles, though, for the main area, like indoors, outdoors. You were spooked by Scooby-Doo. I do not have the 3rd edition. What do they include with the 3rd edition? I would have gotten the 1st edition. I did play a copy of the 1st edition, but it was out of print, so it was really difficult. 2nd edition had the warping issue with the tiles, which was really frustrating. My tiles are all warped. Ah, okay. That's probably something I could acquire elsewhere. Because I know that there were some issues between 1st and 2nd. Like the whole 1st edition, you could have the underground lake in the attic or something because they fucked up the tiles. I think they fixed that in the 2nd. But yeah. I didn't really like Scooby-Doo aside from a pup named Scooby-Doo. I'm trying to remember what was scary. I guess 13 Ghosts a little bit. I did like 13 Ghosts. But I don't remember being massively scared by the rest of it, to be honest. Let's see. Yeah, that might be it. I had a early run. I shouldn't say first run, but I had an early run because it was kind of I played this game a couple of years beforehand. And I had watched some people play, and then I got to play 2 or 3 games, and it was really fun, really exciting. And then, like, hearing it was coming out again, that I'd be able to pick it up. Of course, I'd try and get it right when it came out. Chex Quest? I don't know what Chex Quest is. Also, I never played Doom and Diablo. I did play Diablo as a younger elf. Diablo 2. But I didn't get super far into it. I think Doom, because of the perspective, probably freaked me out. I think that's a lot of it, to be honest. Chex Quest? We're talking about the thing that looks like this, right? This thing? Oh, okay. I thought you meant, like, actually this. This scared you? What made it scarier than Doom? I mean, I could kind of see it because you're hurting plants. Oh, the phlegmoid noises. Okay. I also played Diablo 3 when it came out. I kind of ruined it for myself, though, unfortunately, so I haven't really played since. Doom scaring you and only ever doing the first few levels? I don't want to say I can commiserate. I was going to say I can appreciate that thought, but it's probably better and easier to say I commiserate with that thought. I understand where you're coming from with that. Let's see. Snot monsters. I wonder how much longer. Oh, do you guys want to see more scary stuff? I wonder how much longer. Okay, I think she's still going to be on for a little longer. If you want more scary stuff, Boolean, my art mom, is actually currently playing Resident Evil. She's trying to finish all the Jill side right now. She did all the art for my model. She's pretty fun. I don't know how often she plays horror games like Resident Evil. I usually see her, well, actually she's been doing Resident Evil, she was doing Metal Gear Solid. She was also doing Legend of Zelda. And she does art streams too, sometimes. Yep, Rating Mama. She is a ghost that haunts the internet too. So I guess I shouldn't be surprised at her playing some horror games. But we're going to, yeah. Fitting to go from this one to Resident Evil. She's playing like regular Resident Evil, not, I say regular, like the first Resident Evil. I don't know if that changes anything. I know a lot of people have been going, well, I know people have been going through Metal Gear Solid stuff in order. That would be fun to try and do someday, I think, but that might be quite far off in the future. But otherwise, thank you very much for joining me tonight. Let me actually move over here. I wasn't sure how many screams would get me. There were still like 2 or 3, I think, in the actual game, and that's before we even get to like the really scary stuff, which is kind of a little worrisome to me. I was a lot more on edge than I thought I would be, but that's the beauty of it, I guess. That is the beauty of it. I am looking forward to and dreading when it comes out. I kind of hope it's in October, so then I can at least make it a stream for that time frame. And glad to see that you guys like to turn my lights out. Thanks. That's what the pause was about before. It's just kind of a letting chat control your home appliances. Maybe not the best idea. At least I didn't set it to blink. That was an option. Yeah, next time I would like to do that. I didn't really... I meant to, but I was a little bit more distracted with some stuff today than I thought I would be to finish it. I was going to say, I don't think you guys could control my coffee maker, and that's kind of a wait. No, I distinctly remember when I was playing D&D that I set up my espresso maker so I could remotely turn it on to like set it to warm up. Because otherwise I would have to spend like 5 minutes waiting for it to warm up, and then also additional time to make the espresso. And it was kind of that's way too long for a D&D break. Gotta chop that time down. Gotta chop it down. That's not possible yet. It's not possible yet. Through if this, then that, most things are possible, aside from apparently removing the fucking fade on your lights. But we are going to raid into Boolean tonight. Before that, real quick, I do have one more stream coming up this week, and that is reading on Sunday. It's going to be ASMR reading at 9 p.m. unfortunately, because that's when things tend to die down in terms of volume issues, like sound issues. Summer is popular. Summer is loud, apparently. After that, I think next week it should still be Wednesday, Friday, Sunday at the usual times. After that, the times may change because I have to shift my schedule back to accommodate some out of stream stuff with my cat. But thank you again very much for coming and keeping me company and turning off my lights and making me scream tonight. And I hope that you're able to maybe not make Boolean scream, but see a little bit of fright there too. Have a good night.